What's up? Hello and welcome to Holding Action, the show where the chaos and combat is controlled by the rules of Dungeons and Dragons. We are picking up from some absolute craziness that saw us in a 6-hour session, I think.
6 hours and 20 minutes.
To be exact.
21.
Yes, we'll
21.
try and upload that as a two-parter maybe. But we are going to be picking up from some wild zaniness from last session. Before we do that, we are forced to obligatorily turn control of the stream over to
That's right.
Mr. David Jones, Sproigins himself.
That's right. Obligatorily.
Hello.
How are you? I hope if you live in California, I hope you're doing good.
Right.
Stay in your house.
Yes.
Or
Always.
escape your house. There's a fire.
Where you?
Just be good to other people and the like and whatnot. So, before I get into the cool stuff, I wanted to give you guys a couple minutes to come up with something. So, as you may know, today in game stores, such as the Gaming Goat
What?
of the Twin Cities,
Right.
3 metro locations.
St. Paul. Woodbury.
Yeah.
That's right. Nailed it.
Yeah. Okay.
The winded
Definitely.
uphill in the winter
I
with
mean,
no
it is.
shoes.
You gotta go down
hands
that
in.
hill
yeah.
and then up that hill to get there.
Jeff's
but, yeah.
got the Gen Con flu now.
Yeah.
I think is what happened.
So, today, correct? Tell me if I'm not correct. I believe
It is today.
correct.
It is today.
That 2 new books were released. That's right. Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. Bam! Which is a Magic the Gathering thing. Also, before I get into any of the other things, I would like for you guys
That's false, actually.
next week,
Tuesday. Yes.
Wait, what?
by the time you watch this on YouTube, it will be out.
Probably. Depending on how dedicated
Oh, you know
are
what?
to.
It's released on D&D Beyond today. These things.
There you go.
Physically in the stores. The 15th, I believe. And then the 20th in mailed
1 week.
to you. Nailing it. Fucking nailing it. So, guess what? I would like for each of you to think about if you lived in the large city of Ravnica,
Yeah, definitely.
what kind of guild you would like to be head guildmaster of. So, while you guys are doing that,
Okay.
so here's the byline for the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, which is a campaign setting for the world's greatest role-playing game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Boom. I'm a Boros guy, so.
Yeah.
Don't do
Abs-
rave nickels while you're doing the campaign, though.
No. Don't even Google that. So,
Yes, you'll end up in a
end up
shitstorm
like
of
me.
MySpace
Yeah.
posts.
so while you guys are
Okay,
thinking about
yes.
the guilds that you would like to be head guildmaster of,
Boros.
you guys could take a look at what the Guildmaster's Guide of Ravnica actually is, and I'll give you a brief summary. Explore a worldwide cityscape filled to the brim with adventure and intrigue in this campaign setting for the world's greatest role-playing game. It's up to you to choose your guild and shape the future of Ravnica. So, also in this book, which is cool, is 2 new subdomains
Nailed it.
for one for the cleric and one for the druid. So the cleric gets the order domain,
Nice. Okay.
which
sure.
is, I think, probably waiter, waitress.
Right.
And then the circle of
Proficiency in brewer's tools.
Circle of Spores subclass for the druid, which seems pretty sweet.
Seems pretty gross.
So those are new to that book. Also,
That Golgari druid.
new to the book is new playable races such as Centaur. So in case
Wait
you wanted
a
to have
minute.
like man chest, man or horse dick, or girl chest, girl dick, you can do that
Yeah.
after the Centaur.
In case you didn't like any of the thousands of Centaur classes that have been released via
Yeah.
DM's Guild or
Yeah.
any of the other wiki.
Rabonos.
Yeah.
That's fine,
Like-
but it's
Yeah.
in a book now. Also,
But it's in a book now.
Goblin. Next on, the Loxodon. I didn't know what the fuck that was. Guess what? Elephant class. What's up?
Like Babar?
Like, yeah, but like a rugged,
Yeah.
handsome Babar who's seen some shit, not some Caillou-ass bald-headed babar HBO 90s.
Caillou?
Okay.
Babar is a king.
So is Padir. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, after the Loxodon is the Minotaur. You know what that is. Bullhead, bull dick. Also, the Simic hybrid. I'll give you one guess as to what a Simic hybrid is.
It's half Simic.
Simic dick.
Don't know what a Simic is. So guess what? It's a shape of water-ass human sea creature is what it is. So you're like a merfolk standing upright doing stuff. And then the last one is the Vidalkin. So I looked at pictures, and what it looks like is it looks like a blue-skinned ass Voldemort. So if that's your thing.
Whoa.
What?
He who must not be named.
No, we ain't scared of him.
Yeah.
It's just Voldemort.
Yeah.
All that is
Voldemort.
completely lost on me. So, go pick up that book, play you a horse dick bullhead guy person thing, and then a goblin also,
Playing
and then
both.
elephant. So that's neat. So also, outside of that book, there's the Dungeon of the Mad Mage that also comes out. That's a 5 through 20 setting for you to run your players through. Delve through the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. 50 levels of Mad.
Boom.
Also,
50 years of mad.
yeah, get your butt cheeks to the Gaming Goat if you like playing the Transformers trading card game, because the Metroplex, obviously, the Metroplex
As you know.
starter deck comes out,
It does.
and I think that's today.
Boom. I don't know. I
Possibly
didn't get
nailed
the
it.
details for the email.
Okay, so that's it. Go to the Gaming Goat, get all the goodness, play as a Minotaur, show up, and then your DM's gonna be like, so you're gonna be like very inhuman, correct? And you're like, psych,
Minotaur dick.
Minotaur. It's in the book, biatch.
Doy,
So-
I'm gonna be a Minotaur.
With that being said, thank you, Jones, for the colorful introduction, but
No.
also to tag onto that specific piece. Next week, every week, as we are often want to do, we will be here. We will be playing D&D, and now we have gifted humanity with broadcasting it, sort of, sometimes. But
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we do always broadcast it. Are you saying the gift is sometimes?
it's sometimes a gift. Sometimes it's a curse. But with that being said, the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, the new release, comes out Tuesday. We are giving away a copy of that to a lucky winner on our next stream. We will be putting out details and talking more about it throughout the week, but all you have to do to get your chance is watch next week. So if you are interested in that and you're like, oh, I don't drive and my mom's like totally down on me right now and won't drive me to the Gaming Goat, well, like, don't even worry about it. Watch this. We'll send you one if you win.
We got you.
Problem solved. So keep that in mind as well.
So what is everybody's guild? We'll start with you.
I'm a Boros guy, I told you.
I don't know what that is.
Then why'd you ask?
I don't know what a Boros guild would be.
It's like power and like minimalist magic. It's like a battle cleric sort of ish.
Of like a battle cleric guild.
Battle
like-
work?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Sure.
Battle cleric guild of Ravnica.
Battle cleric guild of Ravnica would be with tokens and soldiers.
Sounds tight.
Is the easiest way to explain that. Yes.
Sweet.
Boros.
JP, did you think of one? Or did you
I'm
thought I
very
didn't
Zorius. Half and half.
Yeah.
of what?
Basically clerical and secretive assholes.
Whoa.
Boom.
Regular
Boom.
clerics.
Yeah.
Nice.
I went with the Guild of Goatees.
Yeah.
The
Because
goatee
you can't grow
guild.
one?
Yeah.
Oh,
He gets
Because
the neck
he's-
beard going though
Oh.
really strong. He gets a strong neck beard. Okay, so stop it.
all
no
right.
one
So
grows
the
a neck beard
goatee
like
guild.
Mike.
Is it just you can only enter if you have a goatee?
Yes.
Or you're headhunted by the goatee guild if you have a exquisite
Both.
goatee.
They go through waves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's how it's recruitment, thinning, recruitment thing.
Yeah.
It's
Literally.
Yeah.
Everybody's kicked out in November.
yeah, that's right. All right.
Yeah, we're peak flag color.
I'm in the Hackers Guild.
Oh, the Hackers Guild.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Zero cool.
All right.
What?
Zero cool. Or are you acid burn? I was always a Lord Nikon back in the day, but that's fine. Don't worry about it.
our leader is.
Anybody getting these references, you are a pal.
Yeah.
Johnny Lee Miller, am I right?
That's not the hacker I was thinking, but
Or are you going
You're thinking
NCIS
Sombra.
double hack?
Yeah.
right there.
Boom. That's the thing. too.
Sombra is the leader of her hackers.
Yes.
That's a video game reference.
That's
to
also a separate reference.
Over-
but-
Mine would be Acid Burn.
Yeah.
And Jackie, what is your guild?
I googled Ravnica and picked, is it?
The Guild of Google.
The Google.
Is it?
Is it is a pretty dope guild, actually. So.
I like
Is
their
it?
symbol.
I don't know what it is. What is it?
Their
Is it?
symbol is a dragon. It's like,
So it's a dragon guild?
no, something
I
about.
didn't expect anybody to actually do anything with magic.
Don't explain. Is it? I just like. I want to see this. Go back. And
According
forth.
to the internets, hang on. They're depicted as passionate thinkers,
All
largely
right.
via the
So with that
point of
said,
cricks.
thank you very
it's a
much for
Ravenclaw
that.
guild.
Cricks.
I am super excited to now turn control
Yeah.
back over to Jackie.
She just had it.
After that,
I know that he took it away.
I had to take it away there. Now I'm giving it back.
Well, you guys made cool guilds.
Should we have a
Thanks.
baton?
I made the
So-
best guild.
Fallout 76 is coming out.
Oh.
You're not wearing it.
I
On Wednesday, we're all super friggin' excited about it. We are gonna start doing streaming of our gameplay, starting with the release on Wednesday, but we're gonna be doing the streams on Tuesday.
And if you're a fan of Fallout and you also like giveaways, make sure you tune in next week because, like I said, we're giving away a Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Exactly.
Okay. Anyways, we've also got more stuff that we're planning
In the future.
in the future, further future. And for a taste of that, remember to check out our Aliens one shot before it goes off demand. And we also still have it for download so that you guys can play it at home via a link on our Facebook page. Remember to check it out.
Yeah.
Super fun. It was awesome.
Is it there? Is it pinned? Can we pin it?
I don't think it's pinned anymore. I can
We'll
repin it.
Pin it.
I'll
Put a
pin
pin
it
in
at the
it.
top for you.
We'll pin it.
We'll put a pin in it.
And then you can play it.
Is that the
and
Pinterest
do
thing?
your own thing.
Yes.
So I
We don't have a
think,
Pinterest, do we?
We don't.
Probably.
do people like follow people on Pinterest? Is that
Yes.
like a thing?
But I've never
Dungeons
pinned-
and Dragons, am I right? Mad Mage, Guildmaster.
Maybe I should start Pinteresting for us.
That's the thing. So I think we
I
have
would get lost in it for us.
been derailed or not on rails long enough. So
What are rails?
Let's get to it.
before we get into the gameplay tonight, let us be caught up on the recent events of our fantastic group Finger Guns. After traveling to the plane of the Shadowfell in pursuit of Walker's would-be representative sister Advara, it was revealed that not only was she perhaps not herself, but the curse that was placed on her that caused her to live eternally had also corrupted what was once the Gloryfell and turned it into a shadowy, depressing place with relatively little life left around. The group linked up with a aging Solar, who ultimately led them to combat against a great undead construct of Advara's own creation to house and harbor her soul and protect her from resisting said curse, at which point in time the group jumped in, kicked its ass after the harbor had felled Walker. Killed him dead.
Super dead.
Super duper.
But fortunately,
died.
the group was able to bring him back, muster a secondary attempt at the harbor, bring Walker back, and then discovered that there was in fact a holdout collection of people left over from the Gloryfell who were still part of the Golden Wing Keep. Upon sort of seeking out engagement with these individuals, it was revealed that not only did they recognize Walker as his first life, perhaps Padir, but was heralded as their king returning home, and they offered them aid to combat or perhaps rescue Walker's now forgotten and disassociated sister Advara. The group, flying on the wings of a golden dragon, formed from the collected army that remained from Golden Wind Keep traveled to the Heartbreak Gates, braved and defeated its mental challenges on their way to confronting Advara and what turned out to be her pet dragon. The group engaged in a very long battle, aided by Barendel, the flywing of the Golden Wind Keep, and Walker's cousin, Delenzia, in an attempt to take Advara down for better or worse, and try to end the curse that had been beleaguering the Shadowfell once and for all. The group was ultimately successful in laying waste to Advara's shell, but it came at a great cost, it would seem. As Barendel and Delenzia both died, the group suffered pretty significant damage, and during the exchange, Hara seemed to be infected with a completely unknown yet surprisingly familiar poison.
I didn't.
We now pick up after the battle has concluded. Advara's form lie seemingly dead on the ground, head still roasted from the wall of flame she spilled into. And what happens next?
Does she have a physical form?
She does.
I would like to start out by casting Spare the Dying on her.
Okay.
And then I will take a second and just kind of be there.
Okay. So as you reach down, cast the magic to try and stabilize the dying form, it almost seems as if like pouring water onto a oil slick just kind of brushes and washes away from her without so much as any kind of absorption.
I'm going to try and cast Healing Word on her at 4th level.
Okay.
$16.
16. You see the arcane energy enter in directly through her chest, dispersing throughout her body, and you actually see the arcane wisps come out of the cracks in her skin and begin to drift away into nothingness, almost as if they infected her body and were repelled from within.
While they're doing that, I'll make my way over to Delenzia to see if she's like got turned undead or if she's just dead.
Okay. Make a medicine check.
I was gonna
11.
go over there and do the same thing. Go ahead.
Well, you can go ahead and take it at advantage.
Would my divine sense help him at all?
Let's see.
If you want to use it.
I mean, yeah.
I rolled them up. It's 11, so it's the same number.
Are you using your divine sense?
Yep, I'd like to use my divine sense.
Okay, so you do get a sense of undead within your radius, but that does not necessarily pinpoint
Mine
direction
does.
and distance, right?
Mine is within 60 feet,
As long as they're not behind
and
full
it's,
cover.
yeah.
Okay,
I know the
so-
location and type.
You do not get a ping of undead from her, but within the area you do from several of the bodies that lie around. Your investigation doesn't reveal much. She seems very dead, but as you are beginning to try and roll her body over to investigate, she seems very stiff and rigid. Not necessarily like a rigor mortis type of rigid. It's also very early for it to have set in, and you don't necessarily understand the timing. But as you kind of are pushing and moving her around, you're moving her armor, and you see, as you pull it up just slightly, the right side of her body almost has a golden sheen to it that seems to be forming.
I think if we're gonna do something, we're gonna have to do it soon.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I mean, we're up.
yeah, she's fucked, but
She's turning gold.
yeah.
She didn't ping as undead though. Is Barendel nearby? Is he also not pinging as undead?
He is pinging as undead.
Okay,
He
but
was
the cousin was
reanimated
not.
using necromantic magic.
And Advara.
So not Delenzia. She's not undead.
She is not pinging as undead. No.
Shit.
Barondel definitely.
Walker,
and
can you
Advara isn't.
come and stop her from turning gold?
I'll go over to Delenzia and try to do Spare the Dying on her.
Okay.
See if it has any different effect.
Make a medicine check.
While he's doing that, I'll just do a healing word at first
Still
level.
at -2 on everything.
Okay.
Oh, it's almost a natural 20.
Shit, what is healing word?
It's 10.
These are your people, and this is apparently something that's somewhat customary for their process for conversion from life to death, but you're not recognizing what arcane effects you might have on this process based on your lack of experience.
Give her 8 health.
Okay. Doesn't seem to change your status at the moment.
The gold still.
Gold's still there.
Let's see where I'm at spell level wise. Spell slot wise.
Shit, we don't know anything about
Does anybody have?
this.
That's meta knowledge though. Does anybody have any sort of spell or anything that's to help corpses stay fresher?
I mean, could freeze one of them.
I mean, that's
We
a good
tried with.
idea.
Could we try bringing her
Walker?
back right now?
Hold on, let me think.
It's yes. It's either her or Advara.
Advara would still have the curse though, wouldn't she? Like we haven't
I mean,
broken
she
that.
has the curse, but we don't know if that would bringing Advara back gets rid of the darkness in her that is plaguing the land.
Walker.
Like Walker's got the curse. He's got a curse too, but didn't make him into that much of a shithead.
Does anyone...
We can bring back one right now. We need your crown.
We can try to bring one back right now.
Try
Is how we
to.
should word it.
Try to bring back my cousin.
And then what?
Can you
and
do
then what
that?
do we do with Advara?
I will try to do something.
What is it that you're gonna try to do?
I'll walk over to her, grab out some salt and take out some coins, and I'll place them on her eyes and salt around her, and I will cast gentle repose.
Okay.
And see if that takes any effect, and that'll be my last spell slot.
Okay. So the magic washes over her form, but based on the nature of the spell, it's difficult for you to determine, at least in the most immediate of senses, whether or not it is taking any immediate effect. I'll have you make an investigation check. Okay, that's a little better.
Let's call that a 6.
Okay.
Can we have your crown?
And to be not. No, everybody is okay with this, right? We came here to bring Advara back, and I will
Ultimately,
try to do what you wish.
we came here to remove the curse.
Right.
If we can save her, I would very much appreciate that, but
All I'm saying is there's a chance that we bring your cousin back, and then Advara wakes up in however many fucking years because she can't die, so she just takes a long ass sleep, and then she wakes up and kills everybody.
We'll hang on to Advara, but right now we have no leadership here.
I
We have to continue on and we have to fight. If you want to stay here, Walker, that's also an option. But we also didn't come here to kill off what remaining hope that they've had for ever many thousands of years.
I think
Right.
we have some things that we need to do, and then we kind of just need to see what happens, because at this point everything is kind of out of our
Well, I think
hands.
what happens is if we talk about it for too long, your cousin's going to turn into a gold statue.
I would like you to use it on my cousin.
And you guys, everybody is okay with this.
And I
Not saving.
have just I cast
Right
a spell
now.
on Nedvara, and hopefully that will stave off decay and whatever death she might find. If we have the ability to, and the spell I cast works, we should be able to try and resurrect her later.
Resurrect Edvara? Okay.
Also, at this time, you hear the slight shifting of arcane energy in the air, and back the 1,000 or so feet that you walked forward through the graveyard, down the archway steps, just above the horizon, you see a soft blue glow.
With that, I'd like to use my detect portal ability. Is there still a portal?
You do sense an active portal.
Okay.
You guys do this stuff.
Still have a way out of here for the moment.
You need health?
Yep.
You look like
I
shit.
tried.
I feel funky.
Nothing worked.
Well, you guys did the healing stuff. Like, I felt it, but
Can you drop your little like pillar thing that kind of radiates around us? The thing that you used on the boat. Remember? You had lead us out there.
I'm spent. I don't have.
we just need some rest. Let's just quick. We need to get out of this place. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I
This
mean-
is a shithole. I'd rather go back to Benamir, but
Do you need
Are
some
we?
healing?
Do we think we're safe right now?
I don't think we're safe anywhere. But
Well, I'm gonna distract myself and be over here.
no, I need you to be present if we're gonna bring her back.
Oh, right. Okay.
I would like to just. I mean, this can be a group effort or whatever, but we should check out Edvara to make sure there's nothing like. Does anyone have any magic to be able to sense if there's anything dark on her?
I mean, I can detect magic.
I can detect good and evil, but I was more
Did I
talking
get
about
Celestial or
if there's
fiend
anything
from her?
on her that's corrupting her still.
Well, I mean, we can always take everything she's got on her.
Figured.
I'll walk over to Edvara. Just keep an eye on Delenzia's goldness. And then I'll walk over to Edvara and lean down and with the ring pillar rebirth.
Mhm.
Right?
Yep.
Wait, hold on. I want to see which one has the shit.
I'll
Oh no, it's the rebirth. Yes, that's what I said. Nailed
Before
it.
you do, I'm going to have you make an investigation check on Edvara,
Okay, my dudes.
now that you are close up.
17.
Okay. So there is a large gash in the side of her face. It seems like one of Padir or Hera's strikes cut deep when she was starting to actually show damage, and this sort of sandy, like granular essence of her form had broken up and opened in that point. Almost as if it's like a billion tiny little sand robots. You start to see the edge is narrowing in just the most gradual, hard to notice kind of way. But it seems as
It's
if the
closing.
wound on her cheek, starting from the back of it, is starting to come together.
I think she's putting herself back together. So I will lean down and then I will clutch the pillar of rebirth, which is the ring.
Mhm.
So I'll place the ring
clutch it in my hand.
over the like just on her head and cast the greater restoration in power within the ring to try to remove the corruption within her. It's not going to remove the curse. I don't believe it'll remove the curse, but I would like to push the corruption out of her and have the Edvara's soul that escaped attempt to, have her
So-
will.
The ring begins glowing as you get closer and closer to her forehead. You touch it down, and you see this burst of bluish-white arcane energy emanate from your hand, sweeping across her body. And in this grotesque, nightmarish sort of visual, you actually see all of her open wounds let a jet spurt of blood out in every direction for a brief moment before kind of settling down, that now kind of has this black oozy mixture as the blood mixes with this granular sand texture of her skin. But she still seems to remain unmoving in her place at the moment.
I'd like to
I got a 9 on vomit.
cast Detect Good and Evil.
Okay. You don't get a definitive reading one way or the other,
Okay.
with the exception of Advara's essence registering on the scale. There is
There's something there.
a confusing arcane energy.
Okay, so she's. Did you tell us that she's coming back?
Yeah, she's putting herself back together.
Sounds good. I'm gonna strip her of everything but a basic outfit.
Okay.
I don't want to leave her naked, but I don't want her to have any of her
We
weapons or armor on her.
We can,
So you go to take her daggers out of her hands. One actually located in a different location on the battlefield, but you take the other dagger out of her hand, and as you do, it turns into this black goo and just drifts out of your grip. As you go and grab the other one, the white dagger, you pick it up and you see it immediately turn to sand and fall away. You're able to remove her armor, but it seems like her weapons are not physical objects necessarily.
That's fine.
They seem
Then
like, would they have seen like manifestations of her corruption creating these things for her?
It's difficult to say. I would say someone who is well adept in looking at arcane things might have an idea.
None of
maybe
us.
we should have done that.
Maybe
well,
we should.
so
Oh, well, it
have
wouldn't have
till-
qualified,
yeah.
But I left her and everything but her gooey sand knives, and I took everything else though.
Yeah.
Gooey sand knives.
So we
She still seems to be wearing her leather under braces and everything that would be part of her like under armor, if you will.
so
I would like to cast Detect Magic on her to see if we can figure out what kind of.
You do sense very strong magic.
Right. Do I get a ping on what kind? The school.
So you get multiple schools.
Oh, good.
You get transmutation and necromancy magics.
All right, so you're
I can. So if she's healing, we don't know if it's still her, but
we don't know if it's good or bad.
right, we could place her in the cage.
Could put her in the necklace too.
In the cage.
In the cage, in the necklace, and have Is watch her.
I don't
How
think
big is the
that's a good
cage?
idea. It's big enough for a person.
Well, I know, but like how big? Because
Like
the room's
6 feet tall and 2 feet wide. It's a
6 by
cage.
6.
okay. Because I just wanted to make sure it wasn't bigger than that room. Because that
10
room's
by
only
10,
10 by
right?
10.
Yeah.
And
But
then
Is has got to fit in there.
So Is will have to come out. Is all.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
So you let this out.
Um,
So your cousin.
I would like you to try and save her if you can.
All right,
How long does that take? How long did it take for us to resurrect him?
like
No.
It's an hour. I don't really want to be in here. Should we start it right now?
I don't know if we wait however long and
Okay.
it takes an hour. I don't know if that.
Then let's put Advara in the cage right now. We'll have it on the outside. And then if she happens to come back out,
And we can
While we're
also
doing this
get her out
resurrection?
of this plane, which she draws power from.
I'm gonna let Is out during this conversation.
Could we
We can.
we could carry her out of the plane and try,
Yeah.
but we ran into time problems with travel before. I would like
this
to
is like a pocket plane.
I would like to get out of here. if
I would like to
possible.
pick somebody up, but I don't. Probably not the best
Okay,
person to pick
let's do it.
somebody up.
I
Let's-
have a
let's
spell
do
slot
it.
to get us out of here quickly.
Let's just do it. Let's do it.
Do what?
The
Cage
for
up
my
Advara
cousin.
and we'll
What-
do this.
Yeah.
And do you want to pick her up and have Skadi get us out of this plane?
I can get all of us out.
Are you sure this is a completely different plane from the Shadowfell? Because we can't bring them to
I
the
mean,
material
I
plane
detect
till
a portal,
age.
so we didn't get here by just walking through a door. We had to travel via some sort of plane portal.
Knowing planes better than anyone else, do I get the feeling we're on? That if I were to plane shift us, do I feel like I could plane shift us to Shadowfell?
You're welcome to try.
Awesome.
Can you go to like particular spots? Like, can we just pop right back out in front
If
of
I've been there before, yeah.
You've been to the castle before.
Yeah, I can bring us back to the
Shit.
castle.
What about the glory
No,
spark? Put her
we-
under the glory spark.
We need the Heartbreak Gates. There's
We need to
still
get
all those men
all of the
there.
soldiers are there.
Okay, I can
We
bring us
can't just.
to the Heartbreak Gates.
Or
Fuck up.
you guys could go and I could go with them.
Are there any trees?
Pick up the
I don't have
Lenzia
that prepared.
and
How
kind of
gold is
sling
she?
her over.
Make a medicine check.
Yeah, I get. Depending on how fast she looks like she's turning, I think would speed up things here one way or another. So
Yeah, that's fine. Fuck. A medicine check?
Yeah. Actually, and if you're gonna pick her up, I'll say you can make an investigation check as part of this as well.
Okay.
good rolls, good rolls.
12.
Okay.
Nope, I already decided. 7.
7.
I wasn't really looking for the gold. I was just trying to pick her up.
Yep, definitely. So it seems as if, from what Sproigins has described to you, and what you're able to communicate with him on as you're doing a quick check before you all pile out the door to get ready, you're not able to really discern the mechanics. It seems as if the growth of this gold coverage has slowed since she was affected by some of Walker's magic.
Okay.
Oh shit! Here, and I'm gonna pass her off to Hara.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go over to Barondel and search his body for the crown of stars, crown of ages.
Investigation check.
Come on, buddy. I will inspire.
I'll help him look for it.
And
I would like to inspire
I'm gonna go
myself.
grab my cage and run back to Advara.
Okay.
And I'm gonna set down the gold girl because she is hella heavy and I don't feel that good.
Sproigins,
Huh?
Is there
Guidance.
anything left of the dragon?
What does that do?
get a
Is there anything
D4.
left of the dragon?
No, remember it.
Okay.
That's what I
Fell and
thought, but I couldn't
dispersed, yeah.
remember.
And since I'm helping you, you get advantage.
Yep, you can have advantage on this
Oh.
check.
Neat. Fuck that. Okay, cool beans. That was a 2, not a 4.
Yep.
19.
19. You search through his body, check all his belongings. Appears he still has a potion on him.
Yeah, I'll take all that stuff.
Yeah, he has a sword that appears similar in style to the one Walker was wielding during the fight, but is clearly far more rudimentary metal.
No.
Cool. He's wearing big, heavy plate armor that is kind of difficult to shift around.
Yeah, like that.
He has what appears to be a small leather satchel, sort of.
Bam. Mine.
Yep. And then he also has a like folding leather pocket attached to his belt that has 3 tiny red gems in it.
Ooh, nice. Yoink. But no crown?
No crown.
Cool.
I'm water him.
Okay.
As
Water.
Okay.
as I'm going to grab the cage, which was over kind of by the mountainy area when I threw it,
Yep.
I'd also like to go over back to where Delenzia fell and pick up Dawnfang.
Okay, so, well, as you approach the cave wall area, you are walking closer, seeing it directly near where the cliff face starts to cut up. You are watching the bluish, purplish ooze still pumping out of the wall, it seems, but there is almost as if it is an arcane waterfall. You see a cascade of this white light streaming down sort of the middle section. And as you are moving slightly closer, you actually see it from dangling at the edge of the cliff face. It snaps and connects to your chest.
Dawnfang?
No.
Or the cage?
The arcane light.
Oh.
This MF
This is.
just got
You get the boon.
No, it's
No, it's
a
the
very,
start.
very faint wisp light that connects to you.
That's right. We don't have the pillar yet.
Yeah. Is it like...
Do we see this, or is he just doing his thing?
I would say you guys have already declared being very preoccupied.
Is it coming from a source that I can tell, or is it just now on me?
Seems to travel up slightly and disappear beyond the cliff face about 30 feet up.
I'm running for it.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check to climb.
We
At
noticed
-2.
his all of a sudden rushing off.
You guys
passive
probably
perception.
would see him, yes, now climbing up the side of a mountain face.
Walker, where are you going?
I mean, it's kind of far away, but I will, like, yell sort of something.
Okay.
Like, but that's only going to be a 17.
Okay. Still, not too difficult. It's a cliff face with a number of ledges, and you do find yourself climbing at a reasonable speed, and you're almost probably about 10 feet away from the top. Is anyone doing anything
I'm gonna chase after
reactionarily?
him.
Yeah, I mean,
Before all of this goes on,
I would like to cast Shield of Faith on
put
myself.
people in the locket or the necklace. Are we just leaving it Vara hand?
Yeah, I'm just chasing him.
Okay. Well, yeah, then if that's the situation, what do you want to do?
So I'm going to keep moving, but like I said, I want to cast Shield of Faith on myself, and I want to get to whatever the source of this is.
Okay, so as you continue to move forward,
Is it guiding, or is it just a source?
I mean, you can't really see it at any point.
Is it beguiling?
It's not particularly beguiling. It is particularly white arcane light.
okay, yeah.
Yes. This white tether of light still connecting to you, and the closer you get to the top, the more bright and vivid the tether seems to become. And as you crest over the top, you see this tiny, small black box, and the light seems to be stemming from it like an arcane snake. And as you crest the top of the cliff face, you actually see now there is a clear and very definitively visible line, probably about 15 feet away between you and this box that is lying on the barren ground.
Am I like just at the top of the cliff here then?
Yep.
Has he experienced this before?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a box up here.
I stayed behind. I don't know if I can.
How
hear you.
how far behind him am I?
I mean,
There's
you guys
a
would still
box
be
up here.
within 50, 60 feet, so it's not necessarily far. He's just now 60 feet away plus another.
Well, because I started
40
chasing after
feet
him,
out.
so I assume I'm.
Yeah.
Also, that reminds me, I left the Pillar of War.
I'm aware.
I'm gonna climb up.
Okay, make an athletics check.
I'm gonna doggy paddle my way up the rocks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just sit next to Advara with my sword out, just like looking at her.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, and you're able to scale the cliff face as well, and in a matter of moments are standing up there next to Walker.
What do you see?
Both of you now with a tether attached to your chest.
What's your elf eyes see?
It's a black box.
It's the boon.
Oh. Is it only one cliff to climb?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the large cliff face.
30
that
or
you-
40 feet from
Yep.
memory.
Well, I'm gonna dimension door up there.
Walker.
I'm gonna climb up a fucking wall,
Walker.
and then I'm gonna run past everybody to the box.
No!
Okay.
Sproigins, wait!
What?
You get a reaction attempt, but that's it.
This is Walker's. Let him open it. This is Walker's world.
Are you reacting?
Okay.
No.
All right,
Roll-
what do you want to do?
Roll persuasion.
Yeah.
I don't persuade you.
Yeah, I go to the box.
Okay. So as you see
I got a
Sproigins'
9.
dimension door to the top, charging past you, the light now connected to his chest growing brighter and brighter, you open the box, and a massive plume of white arcane energy erupts out and seems to coalesce around your form.
Thanks, Walker.
I'm right next to you.
I know what this is. I want this fucking Shadowfell shit. That's right. Oh, should I read it?
Yeah.
My bad. This is a boon of the Savior. Tirok smiles upon your deeds and of heroism and grants you his favor. That's right. You expel a burst of radiant energy to aid you and your allies. Choose up to 5 creatures you can see within 20 feet of you. Chosen creatures immediately regain 1d20 plus wisdom hit points. Once you have used this ability, you cannot use it again for 7 days.
Plus whose wisdom? His or mine? When I
His.
regain the points.
His. It's always theirs.
Yeah, why would it be yours?
Because it's me. Like it's
Okay.
during when I'm regaining my health points plus my wisdom.
Right, when
Oh.
you are casting your spell on yourself, then yes, that is correct.
No, I wanted.
What's
my
in the
extra.
box?
What's in the box?
Ivara's head. What is it?
You ever get that feeling like you peed, but you never?
I need
didn't
to see what's in the
actually pee?
box.
Did you guys feel that when you got these?
I mean,
like warm sensation, you know, when you dip into like a warm.
no,
pool
I
and you
felt
don't-
like shifty, like. That's how I felt when I got mine.
Sproigins, is there anything in
John
there to
Cena
save my
did that.
sister?
I don't know.
Look in the box.
Oh, what's in the box?
There is, as you lean over and look inside, there is a small white and black bead that has sort of a flow of motion, sort of like a yin-yang type of pattern, except for it seems to be in perpetual motion in this small round.
If Sproigins tries to reach into the box,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to cast Hold Person on him.
Okay.
It's like a bead or some shit in here.
Walk around to grab it.
I'll walk. It doesn't look familiar at all, does it?
No.
Where do you see my bead? That was it. I couldn't. help
Okay.
myself.
Yeah, I guess I'll grab it, and then I'll grab. Is the box like grabbable, or is it like?
Yeah.
I'll grab it and be like, let's go. Like we have to get out of here.
What was it sitting on?
The ground.
Oh, cool.
How big is it? That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like
tiny.
normal,
Yeah.
like all the other ones.
Like a
we've
larger
seen.
size cigar box.
Well, some of
almost.
them have been in like chests and
Yeah.
stuff, so
Some of they've been differing sizes.
I'm gonna grab it and start climbing down.
Okay.
I could just help you. Because he's already on his way down. I'm gonna climb down, I guess.
Okay.
You could have helped me. I'll climb down.
Is catch mom if she falls.
Is he out?
While they were up there,
Mhm.
can I have checked out my?
Face.
Mm-hmm.
Is
You see that sort of sprouting from the inside of your chest up across your neck, sort of in a pitchfork vine work. These black veins are kind of crawling across your face.
Is it? Can I see it getting bigger?
It doesn't seem to be perceptibly changing at the moment, but you can tell that sort of where the veins dip below the skin, so you can't quite see them at the edge of the dermis. You are definitely have something going on.
Has she changed at all?
Who?
I've been sitting watching Ivara and make sure she doesn't get up.
So I'll let you have an investigation check at advantage. Dedicated some time to it.
Natural 20
Oh.
on the
So
first roll. Didn't
De-
even
definitely
need it.
dedicated time.
yeah. So as you have been sitting there and watching, not just now looking for subtle change, but trying to determine which markers you can use to signify shifts in behavior and so on and so forth. And you're seeing that the body is still unmoving, with the exception of some of the wounds that are closing themselves. But they're almost doing so in a more organic way than this kind of robotic, unnatural sand melding that
Okay.
you were experiencing before.
Just
And
really fast healing type of thing.
it seems like some type of regeneration at play. You're not really getting anything else from her. She's not emoting or moving or anything of the sort, but it seems as if there's now kind of blood still pouring out of some of these wounds.
Okay. I would like to try to. I don't have any spells or anything to do it with, but maybe I can just tear her clothes. I'm gonna try to dab at her bleeding
Mm-hmm.
to try to like get that cleaned up a little bit, and then I want to tie her up.
Okay.
Tie up her hands behind and her
A
feet.
hog tire?
Not a full hog tie,
Make
but
a sleight of hand check.
Sty tie. Okay, so we put Barondale in the necklace.
25.
Bring Barondale back to the people. Even
I
if
mean,
he's
yeah, I
a
can do that.
Zombie.
Is, do you mind if I put some people in your necklace to transport them and you'll hang out with me?
Just a second.
Okay.
Hey, can you pop me in real quick? Just count to 10.
Just want to tidy up the place, or
I want to get my egg out of there.
Falter.
During this period, I would like to put Edvara in the cage once I make it back down.
Okay.
How's my egg?
So you go over, quickly unfurl the wrappings around your egg, begin to inspect it, and then find yourself spit out of the necklace. Make a nature check.
It's not instantly crushed or eaten, so that's always good.
That's a plus.
What was it?
Nature.
Nature. It's rolled a 21 on his intelligence
Understanding
check when you were explaining to him.
He's a smart boy.
He's
18.
How?
He had guidance at the time.
18.
18. Not knowing what this is or what it's meant to be, you're not able to really discern any kind of specifics that might be at play regarding the egg, but for the time being, it appears as if the integrity of it is largely intact.
Speaking of Is and his rolls, he is now +2 in con.
Can you falter out my bag and stuff? I didn't grab it in time.
Falter, and I'm gonna let like everything out.
Okay.
Did you do it on me?
No,
Or in
just
front
like-
of? Oh, thank God.
So just a massive spray of is shit and like half-chewed food and bones comes falling out, and it is disgusting.
Oh, that's right. Off that
And
chicken
your
bone.
bag is now just
In my clothes.
remarkably tarnished.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up Delenzia. Let's get moving. Get Barendell in there. Get Edvara in there.
Yeah, so I need to go in for a couple of minutes to get her in the cage and then spit me back out with her. Or not with her, I'll come out.
Without her.
Yeah, and I'll
Shouldn't you
put
be
her in
able
the
to
cage.
put her in the cage right here and then she just fall towards the thing?
There's been some different magic things where the cage hasn't...
Been talking, I'm gonna Falter him.
I'm just gonna bring her in. Yeah, let's...
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna pick up Delenzia.
Okay.
And we have her staff, right?
Oh, yeah,
I
I
wanted-
said on...
Oh.
Oh, no, I mean, I maybe
Well-
would have grabbed it when I was coming
Well,
back,
if
but
it's
I didn't
laying
Even
say
if you
around,
that.
didn't,
well,
I'm going
we'll
to go
pick it
get
up.
it right now.
So
I didn't
we'll
say
say
it,
that you
so-
collectively, someone grabs Dawnfang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
Okay,
to grab
we wanna
everything
leave
that was theirs
nothing-
that I see. Right.
Nothing around.
Mm-hmm.
We'll grab everything.
Okay.
Okay. Let me start
And then
moving
so
back.
Barendell's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We've got Delenzia. Did you want to put Delenzia in there?
No.
I mean,
One hand on her butt.
she's gonna
I mean,
be turned into gold, man. She can't be light.
I mean, she's heavy.
We need to remember to grab that
Stick with
one
2
soldier
Cs.
that freaked out.
How
Yeah,
much would you
if-
guess she weighs?
If he didn't, I
'Cause-
don't know, 140?
Is could carry her.
Oh, shit, yeah. Ooh.
Well, hang. Is
Nope,
dude.
I did it. Right over Is's back. Yes, I'm sorry. You gotta carry her. Don't, no, you can't
No.
eat her.
Oh.
You're such a good boy. Scritch,
I'm
scritch,
sorry,
scritch,
yes.
scritch, 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 scritch.
She's very important. I just need you to carry her.
She's just gonna. You're gonna walk with us, and she's gonna ride on you. What?
She's going to ride on me?
Yeah. So she's gonna just lay on your back while you walk. Is that okay?
I mean,
You're such a strong boy, and Sproigins is so dainty. We thought that you could do it.
he is pretty small.
Yeah. And you're pretty strong.
Yeah. Could make an animal handling check.
Happily. Well, please be a natural 20 because I am working on expertising this. It is not, but
That's
it is
still
a
a thing.
25.
Okay, I'll carry her just because he's so small.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And because you're so strong.
That's right. I'm big and strong, and he's kind of small and tiny and weak.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, I'll carry her.
Thank you,
That's
baby.
fine. He's pretty small and weak.
He's my baby.
We go then?
And then we're going to give you lots of chicken when we get there.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Different.
Okay. So
Alright,
stay with
we're
Mom.
Moving.
Yeah, let's move.
Okay. So you all begin making your way back up the sort of parliamentary, angular, architectured stairs. back across the open and shifting terrain down the hillside that leads to the graveyard. And as you do, you now see in the distance that the blue arcane glow of the portal you originally entered through is substantially brighter the closer that you get, until you immediately recognize the central orb being the case.
I want to make sure to grab Weepy Soldier Guy as
Okay.
we exit.
As you guys
And
get
as much gold flecks
You
that
get-
might be disintegrated around.
the disintegrated guard is ash.
Okay.
There's no gold flecks of any
The
kind.
gold
It
would
is-
have to be magic gold.
Yeah, it is ash. And as you approach the closer to the gate, you see a form, sort of almost like it is bowed in prayer, on its knees, leaning forward. Seems to be completely gold. And as you walk up, approach, and get closer, you see that the form is the guard holding a sword that seems to have
Oh, he fell on it.
laid down.
Yeah. Well, I'll see if I can drag.
Just put him in the necklace.
Let's see if I can drag.
Make a strength check.
Oh, I would love to.
As soon as he starts trying to not move anything,
You can easily tell that I am not moving anything.
and I'm a Faltorid in the necklace.
Okay.
With my natural 1, making it a -2.
That's
Yeah.
right, babe.
Crowded in here.
There's 2 gold people though.
You want out? Faltor him out.
So you just see this gold ding 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 like statue fly
It's
in,
getting crowded.
and then you get sucked out of the necklace.
All right, there's another one.
Oh, do you have S carrying my cousin?
Do you want to carry her?
She's turning into gold. She was kind of heavy.
I was trying to carry her.
I think the people would want us. It just seems kind of like going with the whole thing again.
Are you guys grabbing the 2 guards that were backstabbed in the graveyard as well?
Yes.
Oh, are they also gold?
They are.
Oosh. I don't
What?
know.
Let's not leave anybody in this place
I
if
don't
we
even
can
know
take
where
them
you
out.
can cash in people.
I'm a Faltorid.
How crowded was it in there with the
They
three?
could be lying on top of
or
each other. It's
They're
fine.
just gold statues.
So who was in there? It was
Barondale.
Barondale, my sister in the cage,
Yep.
and then the first gold one.
Seppuku.
There will be 4 gold
All right.
guards.
So how did that look with those 3 in there?
Tight.
But well, like one's like here, and then you have one that leans, and then another one that
Hopefully
leans on top
one
of them.
didn't land on Barondale's head
It's like-
and
yeah.
exploded.
It'll be good because like the idea is to like trap her in there. It's like packing peanuts. We'll just.
Yep.
Just keep putting gold
Golden,
elves
golden
in.
packing.
I'm gonna try and readjust Delenzia so she's not just like flopped over Is, but so
I'm-
maybe she's like,
Gonna grab Delenzia.
okay.
Okay.
Is she in
Yeah,
a
like
golden
wedding
position
carry
to
her
carry
out?
her?
What?
How
Shoulder.
is she stuck in a straight up?
No, it's still just a small patch on her side that you can
Okay.
All right,
So she
Walker's
can
gonna,
be bent to actually be carried.
see. She's
Yeah,
mostly.
she got slumped over.
She's growing rigid, but like she's still pliable. She's not like a solid mass of gold.
Deal.
I cast Speaking Dice and we're like, Walker wants to carry her because he thinks he's stronger than you.
He thinks he's stronger than me?
Yeah.
Not sure if that was.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's not true. I can be stronger than him.
You are stronger than him.
Thanks, Is. I got it from here.
I'll show you.
No,
Oh,
no,
Jesus.
no, Is.
Oh,
And
dude, you're so petty with Is.
yep.
Yeah.
God.
So you actually see Is as well. You don't see. You're sort of carrying Delenzia. He jumps up and grabs and bites onto her shirt and is pulling her off of you as you are being carried, or as you're carrying.
He
her.
really wants to carry her.
Get your dog.
He's gonna. If you're keeping her,
Yeah.
Is
make a strength check.
Shit show.
-3, -3.
-5.
Oh no! Because it's not a check. It's an ability check. So it's just 6.
Okay, so it's rolled a natural 20. And you feel Delenzia's form like ripped off of your shoulder as you're kind of spun around, and he's like dragging Delenzia back by the collar of her
Skadi.
shirt.
He.
Is.
kind of like flops her body up onto his back. See, I told you!
I know.
I'm the strongest. Don't worry, Elf, I got it.
Is?
And then he starts, yeah, I told you I was the strongest.
I told you not to do that.
No, you said he thought I couldn't do it. You didn't tell me not to do anything.
I said, when you said, I'm going to do this, I said, don't.
I mean, I didn't hear you say that. So, I'm carrying her, so strong, ready to go.
I'm walking towards the fucking portal.
We don't have
Jesus
time for
Christ.
this. Go
Is buddy,
pick her body up.
we're gonna have her family carry him for appearances. Okay?
I can still understand him.
I can't. I'm gonna take her back.
If?
You're such a good boy. Thank you for carrying her for so far.
What's wrong?
I can. Walker's going to carry her.
He's not stronger than me, though.
He's not stronger, but he is strong enough.
Just almost.
Just almost is right.
He's not like tall Elf over there.
I mean, I went over to her body. I don't know.
That's true.
Huh?
I went over to her body. I don't.
I took the body from his back.
So did Walker.
Yeah. I went over right away. Yeah.
Well, then he's got her.
Okay.
You're going to protect us on our walk, okay?
Well, I mean, you said he was stronger. Well, I just, I'm strong. I mean, this is strong too, okay?
I know that.
I'm not weak and small.
I know you're not.
I'm big and strong.
I know you are. I told you were.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we should go hunting when we get back.
I mean, we can hunt him if he wants to hunt him.
Hunt who?
I mean, whatever. Something weak and small.
We will hunt something weak and small.
Mm-hmm.
Why weak and small?
Can we go?
Yeah.
How far away from the pillar or the portal are we?
Like right outside. Like.
Okay, I'm going through it.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
stepping through.
All right. So you emerge through, and there is a huge collection of guards that immediately upon your return turn into flank, and they are basically in this formation waiting outside the portal, seemingly having nothing else to have done. And they kind of see that it's you, immediately take a quick step back and what news?
How long has it been?
But a moment's time, less than half a day to be sure. Number of hours maybe.
Sounds about right. No time difference.
What news?
Some have fallen. Some survive still, maybe. Advara, for the time being, seems to have been incapacitated.
Incascadable.
Incascadable. But we need to make it back to the castle quickly.
As you wish. There's Barondel.
He has fallen. We gathered all of our men. They are with us, but we're
all but one.
That's
yes.
true. Plus 2 extra.
There was some very strange things that happened in there.
Well, if we are to continue on, we must give a shout out to Encounter Joshua. Thanks for the raid, buddy.
Knights of Joshua.
Yeah, didn't want to break it in, but I felt like I wanted
Golden
to throw
Wing
you out
Joshua.
there. Yeah, Golden Wing Joshua.
Fucking neat.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Yes, if we need a member of the royal family to dispense the wing.
That's you, buddy. Dispense it.
I fly. What do I do? What do I do?
It's part of your royal artifacts to allow for.
Does anyone remember? What do I do?
Royal artifacts, like the shit he's got on. His clothes make him do it.
We are unaware of the secrets behind the royal key. I believe Delenzia's was something to do with her clothing or wear or something to that effect.
Shit.
Barondel kept a token on him for...
Spit Barondel out.
Well,
I haven't come
you-
through
Oh
yet.
wait! I want to
Yeah.
look in. I want to look in the. I want to look in the pouch.
What did the token look like?
Which was not shown. It was used as a component.
Oh shit! Maybe he already used it.
I doubt it's consumed.
Fly.
You're stupid.
What words do they
That's
usually
never gonna
say?
work.
Is it the same
Barondel
words?
gives it as a command. We have not been commanded to form by someone else in some time.
Cast identify on his armor.
You casting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a ritual. Just level 1 ass. Not wasting the time. You look at your.
Yeah.
I will verbally say what you read off the card.
I verbally...
Pedir's Golden Wings.
Weird.
Tunes on a short rest, scale mail. While attuned this armor, you may speak the power word to deploy a pair of golden wings that last for 10 minutes. While deployed, you have a fly speed of 40 and advantage on dex acrobatics checks. Your AC becomes 15 plus dex max 2, and you have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Damn. I need to get some motherfucking wings now. I gotta talk to Shannara again. Tell her to rescind my statement of don't give me
Hair
wings.
wings instead of facial hair.
Wings made of hair.
Yeah, see if she can give me like some chops wings.
Yeah, until you like start flying in the rain, and then it's like this weird wet dog moth.
Yeah.
All right, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Wet dog moth.
Yes. Yeah, like a dog, but it's a moth instead of
Ugh.
anything else. It's just those things.
I don't know.
Okay, I want to look
You're
in
not
the pouch with
attuned
the
to
red
any of your
gems.
stuff. You didn't take the time
Do I
to.
know what these
That
red
doesn't
gems are?
matter.
They
You
look
not.
like rubies.
You do not.
Does anybody know what these gems are? No, they're in my hand. You look at them. Yes. You're really
You're
good
not
at that.
taking them from
You
you.
know, don't take. Oh, you took it.
What are they?
Small red gem-like stones.
Can I figure out what they are?
I'm sure you could try,
I'd like to try. What do I need to do for that?
have a spell, or know what they are.
Oh. I figure with how many.
It's not just. These aren't just
Gems.
rubies.
They're not just rubies?
Make an intelligence check. You can have an intelligence check on that.
I was going to say,
I
like,
mean-
I look at gems and stones all the time. Intelligence check?
Yep.
19.
Every time.
They don't appear to be rubies.
They don't appear to be rubies. I don't know what that is,
Fuck.
but they're not rubies.
Uh,
Maybe you should do your thing.
Knighted Elf Joshua. Do you know what these are? Ask him. It's probably gonna take too long. You have to give me 3 minutes.
Ritual cast.
Those appear to be. Those seem familiar. The king wore similar stones on a necklace a long time ago. I don't know what they would be.
Shit. Identify.
Okay, they are seer stones,
Oh,
and
these aren't rubies at all.
These are the stones you're looking for.
Oh!
Actually.
These are the stones you're looking for.
These are seer stones.
What is that?
Seer or steer?
Seer.
Seer.
Sears.
Seer.
Sears Holding Company.
Sears
Yeah.
stores.
Yeah.
These are seer stores.
Subsidiary. Of
I cast
Sears
incredible
Company.
deals.
Free delivery.
Yeah. 2 seasons back fashion styles. Yeah.
What are those?
Mom pants.
Dickies and boots.
Yeah, we got all kinds of new spells. Like
Oh my.
we're gonna homebrew a new book out of Sears stones.
Yeah. What does one of these do?
This
One
will
Identify.
be,
sun. It's just gray. I'm not seeing it.
these would be attuned items for a specific arcane spell.
Shit.
So you need to know the spell, basically, is what we're getting at.
Skadi, can you still get us
I haven't
back?
come through yet.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm talking to Is, but
Okay.
this is going on.
I'm gonna put them back in the pouch. I don't know what to do with these things.
Okay.
Hand on the sword. For glory!
For glory! They all just respond. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe
Fucking
we just
Braveheart.
do it here now that we're not back there.
Fucking identify his sword.
That is
Jesus.
boom. There you go. Just getting all of his shit identified now.
Could have done this before we walked in.
Just like we should have rested before we went in.
Hey, it worked, kind of. Maybe we'll see what happens to you.
Yeah.
Mirror.
Fucking
Has
dragon
it
is the new
grown?
door.
Make a investigation check. Make a medicine check. It's a medicine check.
All right.
Medicine.
Nope.
Damn, you used the clunker for that too.
Mhm.
It did not work out in my favor. It is a 13.
You are not even able to focus on the discernible differences as you are currently very concerned with the fact that you have a very dangerous unknown poison in you.
Yeah, you're dying slowly and you know it.
You're dying.
Thanks,
and
Sproigins.
you know it.
I mean, definitely
No problem.
captured the essence of what your character is experiencing there for sure.
But are you gonna read at all out loud what I would say out loud to you?
This is Glory's Edge.
That's how I sound.
Seer's Edge.
That's right.
This golden longsword is impossibly light and glimmers with a golden sheen. While attuned to this blade, you may cast Steel Wind Strike once per day without requiring any components. +1 to hit, reach 5 feet. Hit is 1d8 plus dex or strength, plus 1d4 radiant.
Seems neat to have
What's
had
that
during
other
the
thing?
fight.
The spell,
Yeah.
it's nasty.
Well, you want to tell?
Well, it's the gist of it is,
You can target up to 5 creatures within 30 feet and make a melee attack against all of them by
and they
teleporting
each
around.
take 6
That was what
d10
Ibarra
force
was doing.
damage.
And she was
No
fucking-
wonder she kept stabbing us all so
Yeah.
much.
Okay, so you guys don't know how to dragon yourself. We don't know how to have you do it. What did Delenzia have? She had something with her armor. Identify Delenzia's armor.
Appears to be basic leather armor.
Fuck!
Can we just bring her back and then she'll know how to make them into a dragon and then they can all come back with us and we can just have this done? I'm not walking through this desert. There was that bone dragon. I'm tired.
Is there any
and I don't
change to
feel
the
good.
terrain?
Not at the moment.
Nothing, it's still same old fucking
Okay,
Shadowfell.
did anybody
You
bring
have
the glory
Delenzia
spark?
is out, correct?
No. Yes.
Yes.
Delenzia
Delenzia
is
is out.
on
Everyone
me.
else is in the necklace, correct?
Right.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. You're not really seeing any discernible difference at the moment. No
And-
one grabbed the glory spark,
Correct. That's back at the castle.
correct?
I think the glory spark could help bring her back.
I agree, but like,
Where's
can't teleport
Skadi?
everybody.
Yeah, so we'll say we'll catch up with you at this point in time, but your speak with animals spell has definitely
Oh yeah, no, I'll cast it again.
faded at this point. Okay.
All right, Is.
Yeah?
Okay, I need you to listen to Mom.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Rule 1, listen to Mom.
True.
Rule 2, listen to don't eat blue elves.
Correct.
Rule 3, if not listen to Mom, listen to Hara.
Yep.
Rule 4, listen to Mom.
That sounds good.
Yep. I remember them all because Is is big and strong and also is a smart boy.
Right. So when Mom told you not to grab Delenzia from Walker, what did you do?
I didn't hear you.
Okay.
I didn't hear you, okay?
Okay. I understand. But we need to talk about something else then.
Okay, what do you want to talk about? I don't like sand.
I know you don't like sand.
I like chicken though.
You do like chicken.
Sure, your turn.
Okay. So Delenzia is Walker's cousin,
Sure, okay.
which is why he
yeah.
wanted to carry her.
Sure, yeah, definitely.
Okay?
So I like it when it's hot.
I know you do. Are you listening to me though?
Yeah, you said you want to talk about things.
That's true, I do.
Is not doing right?
This is talking about things, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, okay.
But
Yeah.
right now, let's listen to Mom.
Yeah, that's rule 1 and a different one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Next time, I don't want you grabbing people from other people unless I tell you to, okay?
Rule 5.
Don't.
Don't grab a people unless you're telling me to grab a people. Unless Hara telling me to grab a people and you don't say anything.
True, except for let's change it from people to let's not just take things from people without someone telling you to or asking.
What if it's chicken?
Still, someone has to give it to you or you should ask.
Okay, but I have asked for chicken before and people just try to give me, they touch my face and they tell me, oh, I'm such a good boy, but really I just want chicken and they don't answer me.
That's because sometimes they don't have chicken. And also remember, I'm the only one that can actually understand you.
I mean, I try to tell them chicken, but then they don't understand chicken. So what do I do?
You ask Mom for chicken.
Okay. What if you're not here?
We're going to work on that because Hara doesn't understand you either, and so we need to work on Hara being able to understand you.
Okay.
But that's not for you to work on, that's for me and Hara. But what's important here, hon...
I don't know how to speak elf.
I know you don't.
Can't do it.
But what's important here, hon, is that when... I don't want you just grabbing things from people.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay?
Yep. I don't like to eat the worms.
I don't like eating worms either. Why don't we go through the portal and we'll keep this conversation going, okay?
That's a thing.
Okay, let's go.
That's the thing.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to go first, bud?
So eventually you see Skadi and Is head out of the portal. Skadi is also just sort of taken aback by the legion of guards seemingly waiting for your step through there. Have you guys come any closer to figuring out what you would like to do?
If I could command a golden dragon, I would have already been done it.
Uh-huh.
Skadi, thanks for joining. We can't figure... Apparently it's a super... I don't know.
It's a very specific thing to have these people turn into a dragon.
Yeah, and it's apparently I'm the only one that can do it, but I have no idea how to.
Well, the two other people that could do it are now dead.
Well, the gems
I
are
will
part
give
of it.
you an Arcana check at disadvantage. As actually, you identified them, correct?
Yeah.
I'll give you an Arcana check on this.
Let's do it. 16.
16. So you do recognize these as being the specific components for a specific spell. The spell itself is not cast as much as the components are required for its activation.
Ah. Okay, try this. Do they look sharp?
No, they're relatively
They
angular.
look like a gusher. Okay, I'll place this in your hand. Okay.
Turn my cool spell components into gushers. Gushers are
Which are like one of your favorite
I
things
mean,
in the
you
world.
literally gave me a opened pouch of gushers.
Yeah, but we already turned them into Sears stores.
Yeah.
I mean, so
They're
that's
stuck together.
Yeah,
a
Don't
leather
swallow
pouch
those.
of 3 gushers. That's okay.
Yep.
That's
And
Only red ones.
I hate them.
Okay, how
Okay.
about this? Soldiers line up how you usually do when you do the dragon thing.
Yeah, get your shit together. We're gonna possibly do it.
okay. So they all line up, get their personnel in place.
Fucking crush it. Crush it!
I don't think you need to crush them.
Oh. So close it with... I mean, it's either gonna crush or it's not gonna crush. We have 3 of them.
Gusher juice flies everywhere.
They're not gushers.
Spell component gushers, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Now they're diamonds. Huh?
So the small gem-like stones kind of burst with a small plume of red energy that seems to crawl up your armor, and immediately you, and only you actually see this, you don't recognize or see anything different, but a stream of red shoots out, and you immediately see the guards. They get in place, and you watch this mist begin to kind of form and coalesce throughout their bodies. And you're all seeing them standing in place, looking determined, ready to go. But they do begin to shift and transition into their golden statuesque forms.
Sproigins, you're a genius.
Yes, I am!
And as they have transitioned out and now are in their complete
I'll take those other stones.
nope. Gold. They're in their golden entirety. Their forms then melt into this viscous golden liquid that begins to coalesce and form before again the filigree etched wings of the dragon sprout out in a brilliant reflective gold. The head crawls out of the middle of the amalgamous golden center to reveal the ruby tongue, and there before you with the carriage sitting on back is the golden wings primary transport for their royalty.
The tightest fucking Terminator of all time.
All right,
Where's what's his face?
Who?
Terry.
Terry?
Where's Terry?
From behind the dragon. My king. Hi. I was just waiting for your return.
Get on! Come on!
We gotta go.
We're going on the dragon
Yeah,
again.
get on the fucking dragon, Terry. Let's go.
You're either coming or you're staying. So
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come with.
I'm on the
And
dragon.
he climbs up.
Also on the dragon.
All right, you got to ride on the dragon this time because your room is being used. I'll sit right next to you, okay? And we'll hold each other to make sure we don't fall off. Okay. So I'm gonna get on with this.
All right.
All right, King Dick, let's go.
there's no reins. I don't.
You just tell it where to go.
Go.
To the castle.
So the wings kind of flap as if it's ready to take off.
Give it a location.
To the to the home, to the castle of the king.
You actually see the dragon's head with these mechanical golden connections. Kind of turn around for a brief second.
It's the Glory Keep, right? Is that what it's called?
You can see the hesitation on the dragon's face from behind as the wings kind of... Sure. It almost like is listening hard.
To home.
To the glory spark.
To
the Glory Keep! The Golden Keep!
the golden cape.
There it is! We knew we were going to get there at some point.
We
So
need better
the dragon
notes.
begins
Way to go.
flapping its wings.
The one thing it is.
taking
Golden
off.
wing keep.
Yeah, and then moving towards the direction from which you just came recently before arriving at the Heartbreak Gates. The wings eventually transitioning back into the jet-like aerodynamic streaming progress that you experienced the first time through. A number of hours travel as you're flying forward ultimately reveal the Golden Wing Keep as you arrive from above. The front lawn still illuminated by the radiant energy of the glory spark, and a number of people seemingly out in front, holding spears and shields, kind of looking around cautiously. But you eventually land directly back in the central courtyard area. One of the runs up to you. We're glad you're back. We were able to fight them off.
There was an attack.
Many came, many. We had very few people left who could fight, but we centered the fight in the courtyard and used the radiant protection of the spark to keep us safe, but some were still lost. And you look across now and you see that in the open area of the courtyard, there's a number of bodies that have sort of these bloody splashes across the grassy area leading into the keep.
But not golden?
No.
How far spread out are they?
I mean, it's across the entirety of the courtyard, and as you get closer, you can see they're not concentrated in any one area, but it looks like probably 10 or so across the entirety of the 100-foot arc of the courtyard.
Okay. People, help me bring them closer together.
All the dead bodies?
The people who fell.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and heal them.
How long ago was this?
Hour, perhaps two after you left. It seemed as if they were waiting for you to depart.
All right, get them out of the way of the Glory Spark.
Well, bless Tarok that you
Is
left
the-
it with us.
Is Darazo around? Darazo!
Durazo's part of the dragon.
Okay. Are they undragoning yet?
They haven't been instructed to undragon.
We all get off the dragon.
Okay.
Stop.
We'll take the shortcut to eventually you figure out. Eventually, you figure out sort of a weird amalgam process for using these stones to command. The dragon disperses into a mesh of golden liquid before reforming into the flanks of the Golden Wing army. And then they emerge from their statuesque golden pose phase.
Darazo. I need you to clear everyone out of the courtyard. Seal the courtyard.
I mean, the sky above is quite open, my king.
Just all the doors entering to the courtyard area. Keep everyone away.
How many would you like posted as guard?
There won't be any necessary guarding. This should be done. But make sure everyone is safe. Account for everyone. Food, water, deal with those types of things. Injuries, if there are any, heal people up. But I need the courtyard.
We have no means to heal people right now, my king.
Then tend to them with your care.
As you command.
All right.
Credo, Rufus.
Get
Front
Delenzia
door.
underneath the.
You see
get
Durazo directing people and sending them around.
The new guy.
And I will.
Terrazzo. Here for somebody who's really hurt.
Um,
It's common potion. Healing potion.
Oh yeah, I got one of those. I'll give him a common healing potion.
yes. Does the Arcanist have anything we can utilize?
Terry, help the
Don't.
people.
Don't drink anything
Um,
he gives you.
Yes. What would you like me to
Heal them.
heal people? Like with magics?
They need aid.
Give them bandages. Bring them water.
All the
anything
healing
you
that
can.
you can provide. All the healing potions you have. All the.
Things that you know are healing
I think
potions.
I have just the thing
Don't
for
you
Okay.
this
hurt
exact
them.
occasion.
If you end up harming anybody,
Well, I mean, a
you
lot
will
of
be
them are
stuck here
already,
forever, and we will never bring you back to the material plane.
A lot of them are dead already. I mean,
The ones who you're trying to help.
I'll make sure that I help them and not hurt them.
Okay.
That's my primary goal.
Because I'll leave you here.
Okay, get Delenzia
Missing
underneath
limbs.
the glory spark.
Make an intimidation check real quick.
Can you go in and get Edvara and also get Edvara under the glory spark?
I would have to
No?
release her from the cage.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
it.
Well, see
It's
if
a
she's alive.
17.
Or see if she's standing. If she's still in her same
I will be
situation,
helpful.
get her
Good.
under the glory
Excellent.
spark. Maybe the essence of the glory can help push the corruption out of her.
Okay.
And we'll know if the essence of her is doing anything
Okay,
to the
give me
glory
a
spark.
few moments in the necklace and I'll test things out and see if she's bad.
Baltor.
So after a couple minutes now, the courtyard has been cleared out. And as the last few remnants are sort of shuffling inward, Durazo's at the main entrance door to the keep, kind of looks back. Will there be anything else, my king?
Just stay away.
No matter what, my king, should we come aid if needed?
There shouldn't be any need for it. We will.
We'll come
This-
through the door if we need help.
This will be done soon. I will have news for you soon.
And the door closes behind him.
Did they happen to bring the bodies in a close-ish area?
They were redirected by their king.
I will start doing that.
Okay.
What are you doing with them?
Lining them up
Lining them up where?
right here under the glory spark.
No, I don't want them under the
Not
glory
like
spark.
right under the, but within the.
They're already within that.
I'm putting them in the single spot, right over here,
Okay.
far away from you.
Delenzia is underneath the glory spark. Is her gold flecking disappearing?
Nope.
Is it progressing?
Make a medicine check.
And I went in the necklace.
Okay.
14.
Okay, since the magic that was previously cast on her to sort of try and stabilize and keep her healed, or the number of different arcane implements that were tested, it seems as if the expansion of her turning into this golden form has slowed,
Okay.
but is still progressing.
I just wanted to see if her being within the radiance of the glory spark would either push that away because the people that are dead in this area didn't turn gold, and I didn't know if that would stave that
Doesn't
off.
seem to affect that. And you really
Okay.
don't know if anyone in the area is or is not turning gold at the moment.
All right. Well, she's directly under it, and I'm just waiting for Walker to come out.
Does it feel any different for me being inside the glory spark? With my like. Okay.
Does not
Is he
seem
turning
to.
into venom?
Well, I'm waiting, just giving Walker some time in the necklace. I want to kind of take a look at Hara and see if I can tell. Does it seem like it's a poison, a spell?
You can make a medicine check.
Hey, Is, want to help me with some of these bodies, bringing them all into one spot? Since you're stronger than me? I'll give you
Tell
all
him-
of the chicken, and I'm
Tell him he
gonna.
can't eat any of the people.
I mean, like, yeah,
Oh,
you can't
Yes,
eat
you can
any of.
understand me. Yes, please don't eat any of these elves.
Thank you.
Dirty
He's
20.
gonna help me.
For
Checking to see if I can tell what's afflicting her.
okay, so it does seem like it's probably following the behavioral pattern of a poison, but it is not merely a consumed or injected poison as you might recognize from some of your natural experience as a druid. This has natural poison to it, but there is a very definitive arcane element that is clouding your understanding of exactly how it would work. But you sense that it is, in general, some kind of poison.
Okay, I'm going to try something real quick. Hera, do you trust me?
I hate that phrase.
I'm not going to go kill myself.
The first time somebody ever said that to me, then they jumped into a well and
Right,
killed
I'm not going to do
themselves.
that.
Yes.
Okay,
Worst first date idea.
Record.
Yeah.
all right. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on Hera.
Are you telling me you're doing this first?
Yes.
Okay, don't let
I-
me
you
have
wouldn't-
any items on me.
It's on you, not on your stuff.
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna take off my magical items just in case.
Okay.
At 7th level.
Okay. So you feel very devoid of any arcane influence on your person.
Prestidigitate.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can still cast.
That felt weird.
It does not seem to have affected.
I didn't even have to roll. Okay. Noted.
What were you trying to do?
If it was a certain type of magic, I might have been able to.
Well, we might have to be curing.
You get the sense that the poison itself isn't necessarily casting or creating an arcane effect as much as the poison itself is derived through arcane means.
Okay. I was trying to knock out one possibility on how to cure it.
Well, it might have to be cured by multiple things at the same time. Plus, you had all of the Gloryfell trying to cure Advara of it.
Yeah.
Like, they might have information somewhere of what was done.
Yeah, but also in my personal experience, they might not have tried everything.
To save the princess of the...
I guess I'm more
Glory
so
fell.
meaning
With Padir as king, who, like, loves his sister
yes,
and did all of this to bring her back.
yes.
And try everything.
You know what? Never mind. Never mind.
Just giving you shit. Thank you for trying.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
I'm waiting for Walker to come out.
Not to talk smack about, but they might not have been very powerful. True.
All right, so you're in the necklace then, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see a number of golden statues that you guys kind of threw into the necklace in various states of bodily positioning. And Advara still seems to be now bleeding less, now seemingly healed more, but remains in the cage, tied up, unconscious, stripped of everything but her under armor.
Okay. Nicholas.
Okay, cage falls and disappears.
That's
Still
the
can't
first time
believe-
that's ever happened, by the way.
Nicholas is the power word to activate Walker's magical cage.
And it took me
Nicholas Cage.
such a long time.
Like, it was used a lot before you figured it out. It's fine. Don't
So
Also me.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing, too.
Oh yeah. I will just grab her and I guess wait for release. I
Said the sexual assaulter?
That's her sister.
Wow, just Kavanaugh that shit.
Yeah. Grab her and wait for release?
It's a drinking game, okay?
Kavanaugh that shit?
Like, I legitimately don't even know what you were trying to suggest.
He's waiting to be let out of the necklace.
Oh,
By
yeah.
saying, waiting to be released.
Released from the necklace, you're going to grab her
Yeah.
and then wait
He's holding on to her
until
and
such
waiting
time
until
as you are
fall apart.
dispelled out of the necklace.
Correct.
But until then, he's playing the
You
drinking
said
game.
correct, right? I'm dispelled out erect. Okay, so
Such a family show.
I mean, we try. We very much try.
For one.
I mean, we were until the pirate took his dick out.
I mean, that episode is on demand. So you grab Advara, sort of carry her in your arms and throw her a little bit over your shoulder to brace for the weight, are immediately pushed through the window of the necklace, opened out into the courtyard. You find yourself...
Put her underneath and let's see if anything happens or changes with her being out of the glory
I
spot.
will closely watch for changes.
Okay. It seems as if there's not any inherently distinct change beyond what you've already been seeing and observing. I have one of you two go ahead and make a Arcana check.
I'm not proficient.
Neither of you
No,
are.
no one is.
Oh, I thought... Oh, you
That was
were.
a mistake.
Yeah,
That's correct.
mistakenly
you can go ahead and-
proficient.
I will do it and also inspire myself to be more...
Good.
Come on, Sproigins, you can do it.
Get good. Wait. Nope. Okay. Nailed it.
God.
Fucking nailed it. Okay, check this
You
out.
released too early.
That's cocked.
It's
I
cocked.
don't want it to be...
I know.
It wasn't a good one. That's fine. Okay. 21.
21. Okay. So at the moment, the poison is more visible on her face than you had seen it before. Not in the sense that it is growing or changing, but it is simply more prevalent as the tone of her skin seems to be darkening from a pure white to a more flesh-based tone. In addition to that, you are seeing that the regeneration that she is currently going through is in the process of fixing sort of the larger wounds, but she still maintains a great many smaller wounds. And the presence around the glory spark doesn't necessarily seem to have any effect on either of those, as much as soon as you are brought out of the necklace, that is when you see the color somewhat return to her cheeks. That is when you start to see her skin tone shift back to a form you recognize from some of the spells that you've used to look back on her past.
I think we could still bring Advara back. Remove the corruption out of her. I don't think we can get rid of the curse. Just like the curse that's afflicting you, but might be able to get the corruption out of her and have Advara be the Advara of old.
What about my cousin?
Can have Is try to petrify her, get another diamond, keep her in the necklace, get another diamond, and try to bring her back. You've already stated your case about your cousin.
She
I
didn't-
just-
She didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, did Advara do anything wrong?
Yes.
But was it Advara or was it the corruption in her?
Then it was. Maybe it's just me then.
And I don't think it was Advara's. It definitely didn't seem like it was Advara's choice to.
No, you're right. It wasn't. I forced this upon her.
I mean, we can try to resurrect your cousin. Have them take care of Edvara, try to get a diamond and come back.
So what do you guys want to do?
What we're talking about.
Or we can try to do Edvara and then get a diamond and try to do resurrection on your cousin.
I think ultimately trying to remove the curse or the corruption might be the greatest good.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
I agree.
Let's do that.
So you want to try to bring Edvara back?
As best we can.
Should we wait until she heals more?
We can, the longer
I don't get the sense that I get the sense that if right now this corruption is at its weakest and it's regaining form.
we were told we needed to weaken the shell to be able to have have her soul come back.
Do it now, Sproigins.
Okay. And snatch your crown.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you could try breaking the gem
Snatches
in
the
half.
crown off your head.
Breaking what? The diamond in half?
Because it's worth more than
Just
just
do
one
it.
resurrection.
And have it break and
True.
not work.
Just
Sproigins,
go.
Just do
Okay.
it.
Where's her staff?
Staff.
Put Edvara's staff in her hand.
What staff?
Yeah.
The staff that Delenzia used. Wasn't that
Dawnbreaker?
Edvara's staff?
Dawn-
Thing?
Wasn't
Dagger.
Dawnfang?
It's a dagger that comes out of the scepter.
That was Edvara's, right?
I mean, yeah. It's royalty, blood, so.
Yeah, give it to her. Put it in her hand. What does she... Oh, shit. What does she have in her room that we can get? Robes?
There's
Linens?
There's got to be pictures or something up in there. Love letters, stuffed
No.
animals.
nothing left.
What do you mean there's nothing left?
There's nothing left. That's not an option. I burnt it to the ground. Or I had it, or I could go up. There may be some stuff left. Should I go up?
Yes.
I mean, this seems kind of immediate though, so let's just do it.
Well,
Don't we have-
No,
you're the
it does-
fastest person.
Didn't you take her armor?
I took all the stuff she was wearing.
That was
but
like her
that's,
shithead armor, right? Not
When-
like
I
princess
take out
armor?
all the stuff that I.
When I went up there, there was nothing, right? Remember, because I did the search.
Yep.
There wasn't really
I
anything.
mean, there was some furniture and
Yeah.
her bed, and there
It
was a
had been
number of,
relatively
like,
kind of cleaned out.
boxes. Well, I mean, everything was covered in dust.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to say what may or may not have been for sure. You didn't do a thorough investigation of the room,
Yeah,
but there was.
Nat 20 then.
Well, you found her bracers,
Right.
but there didn't seem to necessarily be anything of substance that was
Oh
left.
yeah,
there. No.
don't even know what those are. I've been up there a couple times. There wasn't really anything. I mean, there's these, and like I will try to begin to untie
It'll
them
help
from.
since I watched however that happened.
Yeah, it's basically like undoing a bunch of knots at this
Yep.
point.
What is it?
They were her old.
I take them and I help put them on her arms the way that
Oh,
they would
okay.
be.
Okay.
All right, cool. Okay, what else can we bring to this?
Well,
Here.
are you guys doing the ritual?
Yeah.
All right. then
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Who wants to bring something?
That's what trying to. I really wish I had a 5th level slot open. Okay, that's why I wanted to get her staff in there, so that way she's got the staff. She's under the.
She's
It's a
got
dagger.
her arm
Yes, the dagger,
wrappings,
my bad.
her shoulder wrappings or arm wrappings, whatever those are.
Mm-hmm.
And
Who wants to bring something to the ritual?
I want to take Walker's hand and put it. I'm going to cross her arms over her like we did for him. Like maybe that helps. I don't know. And place his hand on top of hers and lay down and whisper to her. The real Edvara, it's time for you to come back. I know it's going to be difficult, but You owe it to your people to help them rebuild and to stop this shittiness from continuing on any further. Come back. Be the princess that we know you can be.
Make a persuasion check.
$23.
Okay. Does anybody else wish to lend anything to the ritual?
Yeah, so I'm holding the crown, and I will be holding the crown and kind of put it over her head with the diamond facing down, and put my hand on her hand. Say, well, shit. The crown looks much better on you than it does on Padir. Please don't make Padir have to wear this. I want you to wear it. Queen sounds better. Look like a queen.
Make a persuasion check, and you may add the D6 of inspiration to it.
Oh.
Using the crown.
Ooh.
Okay.
His persuasion, though.
Okay. 22.
And one more.
I would like to look at her and say, I don't believe you asked for this. Walker or Padir or Avalonia or whatever is going to try and make this right. And we're here with him to always back him because he's part of our family, which makes you part of our family. We're going to do our best to end the corruption and bring you back to the princess or queen, looking over at Sproigins, that
Queen.
you deserve to be.
Make a general wisdom check.
Much rather make that than a persuasion check. Oh, no, I wouldn't. Just general wisdom? Dirty 20.
Okay. So, as you are all going through the process of saying your handouts, your giveaways, your ways of inspiring the soul to possibly return to the body, you see that the veins continue to rest and remain in place. Some of the arcane energy pumped into her still sort of lingering just on the fringes of her punctured wounds, still seeping white arcane light from the attempts at healing and restoration that have taken place. Sproigins has the crown directly over Advara's head. The rest of you standing around the body as Sproigins moves around in circles, chanting the arcane words, setting up and preparing the ritual until the final moment that the spell is cast. Then, both hands held on the sides of the crown, the diamond directly above her, you see it dissolve and fizzle away, absorbed into her form. And then you see the black veins of poison, now familiar to Hara very well, extend, appear to wrap around the other side of her face, crawl up and create claw marks across the entirety of her face, and you see the black now sink down and crawl through both arms as you see her eyes open. And we're going to take our first break right there. So, we'll come back to that in a second.
Shit.
She rolled really high on her comeback too, so, and the restoration was required in order to be able to bring her back. There's a lot of on the fence debate about that. But we are going to take a real quick break. Stick around.
Yeah, please.
Use this quick window of opportunity, if you will, to smash that like button. Or follow. Make sure you check out our Facebook page, all that good stuff, because we're going to give you just a little window of time to do that. But we'll be right back, and we're going to see what comes of this now.
Yeah. Also, real quick, I'm proud of you if you voted last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations on voting if you did so.
And
if
being
you
part of the process.
didn't do so,
Next time.
you have an opportunity again in the future. So do that as well. But good job for all those who voted. So stick around. We will be right back. Make sure you hang with us. And welcome back. Woo-woo! Thanks for everybody who hung out. Hopefully you used the opportunity to like, follow, subscribe, Facebooks, Instagrams, Pinterests, MySpaces. What we have stuff. We got those things. We have those things. Hopefully,
live journal.
yes, a live journal, a WordPress. Make sure you follow our WordPress.
Blogger. holdingaction.blogger.com.
Nailed it. Okay, excellent. We are picking up, to catch everyone up real quick, the group was dealing with the aftermath of their encounter and showdown with Advara, a immortal-esque cursed being who actually happened to be Walker's sister from seemingly thousands of years previous, details of which remain somewhat unknown. But in an attempt to return the Gloryfell back to its original state and remove the oppressive darkness that has turned it into the Shadowfell, the group decided to bring Advara's body, among her other felled victims and members of the Golden Wing Keep, back to the Glory Spark, a radiant protection energy that was kept in location, hopefully to stave off the evil would-be beings that the Shadowfell now laid home to. The group placed Advara's body below the Glory Spark, made a number of contributions for the sake of a resurrection ritual that was meant to take place. Sproigins cast the spell using the diamond, the only one they could find remaining in the crown that was given to Walker as the former king of the Gloryfell, apparently.
Former?
No, using the king's crown
Yes.
to resurrect
Current.
the queen.
And as the restorative magics began to course through the unmoving form of Advara, the wounds continued to close up, followed by the immediate and rapid expansion of the poison that was said to have killed her, becoming very apparent just below the surface of her skin. As the magic coalesced in her body, her eyes snap open. She takes a stuttered breath.
Sister?
Dear.
Is it you? Is it really you?
I'm afraid so, dear brother.
I'll just go in for the big ol' wrapping hug.
And she feels, having just fought her, she was lean and swift. And you grab her now, and the muscle of her arms as you kind of wrap around her exterior feels soft and mushy almost to a certain extent. Still the entirety of her physical form, but frail, gentle. She kind of lifts an arm barely to sort of grab your back, and you now all see that the poison is coursed up through the veins on the back of her hand as well.
I will do 2 bouts of cure wounds, because that's all I got.
I will use my new boon
Okay.
to provide health before I pass out from doing the spell.
Okay. So roll your healing, roll your healing.
Let's see here. What do I get for this one?
8.
Again?
2. You get 8. You get 8. Advara gets 8. And Walker gets 8.
I don't think I need 8.
What do I actually get?
You don't receive any healing.
And Delenzia gets 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you can designate 5, right?
Yeah.
2 crits.
Nice. So 16 to her.
No, she gets the +3 too, so 22.
22. Okay.
I didn't do myself, I did.
Okay. Gotcha.
How much do we get? 8?
Yeah.
So you actually do see a sense of revitalization return to her, but only the most gentle bit as she kind of seems to have a reprieve for the briefest of moments.
Look how I looked when, like, I felt when I came back, or?
Yeah, but like way worse.
Okay. Does anyone have anything they can do?
She
For
kind of barely
restorations.
reaches up, grabs your face, kind of. It's okay, brother. It's okay. I appreciate everything you've done. You truly are the king of the Gloryfell. And her hand kind of almost falls as that was all the energy she had, and she begins to kind of like try to sit up a little bit. Help me stand. Oh, and she gets up.
I'm still super weak too.
Yeah. And there you see kind of just face to face, and she's got her arms cradled and leaned around him. This pink form cut up and dissected by these black veins, weak and folded, wearing just the undercarriage portion of her leather girding for her armor to sit on top of. You now see her legs and arms seem smaller. Her form doesn't seem imposing or dangerous like it once did just previously in this battle. And they are locked in this strangely intimate but unfamiliar embrace. Walker and Advara stand there underneath the glory spark. Which I'm sure there's a bit of concern about my intent, and I'm sorry for what I may have done to any of you.
It wasn't you.
If you would grant me just one kindness, may I have a moment with my brother?
Can I have a few feet?
I'm gonna nod my head. I'll be like, "Come on, bud," and I'm gonna walk towards the door. With yes.
Okay.
Did you want to do anything about the bodies that we gathered?
I'm gonna let them have their moment.
We'll get there.
That was just Hara not liking
Are
leaving
you
walking.
giving them space, or are you not giving them space?
I will step away 20 feet.
Okay. And she's kind of looking at you anxiously too, sort of still leaning on Walker a little bit.
I will like shuffle away before I fall asleep in the grass.
I'm gonna be right over by the door, and I'm just gonna play with this,
Okay.
not paying attention to them.
As we're like kind of walking away, I'll look back and say, "Thank you all."
Dear brother, I did not want it to be this way. And I know that the burden you carry now is my fault.
I made the deal.
You were not given a choice. You were a man of honor, a man of love, a man who cared for his family and would not have said no to them if he could say yes. You made the deal, but you were given a request you could not refuse. I'm sorry.
For what?
You've had to find your way alone. You've had to come home to find everything I have ruined.
But it's acted as a beacon of sorts, and it seems that I don't know how far I've been before. It seems like this is the furthest. It seems like this is the closest we've ever been.
I know, dear brother. I know. And as you're sitting there looking at her, you're actually seeing the veins just crawl slightly more across the bridge of her nose, slowly. I talked with Father before he died. He was disappointed. He said that if it was you who had been infected, you would have died a king's death. You would have embraced your fate. You would have let the Gloryfell remain. The Gloryfell.
It can still remain. You are back.
It can. It can, brother. But I need your help.
To bring down Vesero. And end this.
Yes. And to accept fate.
What is fate to two people who can't die?
I don't want to come back, brother.
I don't want to either. I don't want to forget anymore. Don't.
While I'm cleansed of this curse, you must return the Gloryfell.
We will return it together.
In a way.
What are you telling me?
Fate comes for us all, brother. Now I ask you to help me find peace. Before this takes me back.
You're safe. What? Are you... It's still fighting you.
She leans into you and falls. Dear.
Help!
I run over.
I'm fine.
You're not well, sister. What's wrong?
You must end the cycle, brother.
How? It's to defeat Vesero, right? That's all I can do. What can I do? Tell me what I can do.
You have the power to make fate right. Glory's edge.
Does it have to be him?
A moment with my brother, please.
Don't be petty.
I'm not. I moved 15 feet away.
Sister, we need you to... I need to bring you upstairs. You need to rest. You're out of sorts.
But dear,
You were just dead. I've been through this. It's not very pleasant.
you have a choice.
Choice of what?
Return the Gloryfell. End this curse and this cycle. And bring me peace.
Bring peace to each other. We can do this. We have each other now.
Or not. I haven't much time. And I was never good at convincing people of anything as you are.
I am very charismatic.
Yes, I remember you with a better haircut, but
Delenzia.
and you see this sort of look of pain wash over her face at the name.
So much has been lost. I need you to fight this, however you can, for as long as you can.
All the strength I have is allowing me to accept what must be done.
I need you.
And for one last time, big brother, I need you. I'm sorry to ask so much of you again, but the choice is yours. I would not return to what I was. And she kind of falls and leans into you at this point and goes very loose. Seems not as much with it. Just breathing heavy but shallow. What do you want to do?
I'm just kind of like holding her, and like, does she seem like she's getting any worse, or is it just kind of like she's
obviously getting worse. You're watching the poison
She's asking you to kill her.
seemingly
Thank you.
crawl across her face, and it seems like she's kind of leaning into your form now.
After so long, this is what it comes to.
She is now tucked kind of into the nape of your neck, arms sort of loosely wrapped around you, still breathing but doesn't seem to respond. You kind of almost hear. She's almost trying to speak, and you feel that each breath is causing her a certain degree of pain, and her form is continuing to grow frail.
I'll kind of like right her a little bit. Is she like, are we like both kind of down on knees, or are we standing, or like?
You're standing at the moment.
I'll kind of just like set her down.
Kind of leans back. Sort of puts her butt on her heels just to try and stabilize herself a little bit. Just touches the side of your face and kind of fights herself forward. Kisses your forehead. And you see her wilt kind of into herself. Just sort of staring at you.
And I'll grab Glory's edge, and
You see her sort of put her arms down at her side. She fights to sort of sit up. She closes her eyes.
I'll make things right.
For glory.
I'll see you soon.
And you all see Walker swing. Advar's head lurches back farther than it should before slightly bending forward. And the crouched, huddled form falls, hands at her sides, face down into the ground directly in front of the glory spark.
I'm gonna drop the sword, and I'm just gonna start walking away. Just away.
At this point in time, you see radiant light emanating from Advara's form. And as Walker takes several steps away, the light reflecting off of Advara begins to glimmer and shine as her body begins to coat itself quicker than you've seen on any of the others in a golden shell before surrounding her entire form. And in a moment's time, the body has moved forward gently, almost as if it was cuddled on its side, and is solid gold with Advara's eyes closed.
I'll run over and it's all solid gold, right?
You're approaching as the transition is taking place, but unlike Delenzia, where you can see it crawl, it's difficult to say, but at this point, having seen it enough, it seems that the rate at which it takes place may have something to do with the mortality of the wound.
I'm as fast as I can try and put her in a proper death position.
Okay.
So like laying on her back, kind of like the position we had her for the spell.
Make an initiative check.
Would I be able to help her?
I'll say you're close enough, yeah.
14.
Okay.
At advantage then, since she's helping?
Yeah.
Still 14.
Okay. So, both of you, only being 15 or so feet away, see that her neck and sort of the shoulder, chest area seems to be turning gold first. And you're able to, before it stretches to her extremities and most of her major large joints, see what's taking place, watch Walker stepping away, and in a matter of about 10 to 15 seconds have her laid out, sort of splayed in a gentle position, not able to quite fix her completely as the gold begins to cover her shoulders rather rapidly, but now she lays in a reposed position, and the rest of the golden form takes over her body. And she lies there, solid in state, in a reflective golden sheen.
I'd like to place my hands like on the ground around her, and I don't know if this would be druidcraft or plants or what it would be, but I want to grow flowers surrounding her.
Okay. So you would be able to, with druidcraft, create some small flowers. And as the gold wraps around the bottom tail end, just touching the tips of her exposed toes now, you see sort of the glory sparks, radiant energy and light dancing off of her. And you see that reflection blinding you in small, tiny glimpses as the entirety of it begins to expand. And the dark clouds that surround the column of protection around the glory spark, you see slowly beginning to recede.
And then I guess I'll do my last ritual, funeral ritual, and I will spray her with water.
Okay.
Is she marred at all by the black marks anymore?
It's all solid gold.
Good. Which direction did Walker walk? Towards the castle, away from the castle?
Away, I don't have a great representation of what it was. So
It's just
like
stepping off
yeah,
away in the courtyard.
I would assume since courtyard wouldn't be like walking away from the castle, it's just walking within the keep itself. I would probably get, I don't know, 50 or so feet, maybe 100, and just kind of drop.
The 100 feet you travel, you find yourself walking unaware of your surroundings, completely oblivious to anything else that might be taking place in the moment. And you fall to your knees, 15 or so feet beyond the protective realm of the glory spark. You feel the cold. You see the dark clouds above you. And you just sit there for a moment, unsure what to think or do, until the light sort of covers just enough for you to see in front as you watch some of the clouds beginning to crawl away from you. And you see Walker sitting there towards the edge of the courtyard.
I'll just walk closer to him until I'm about like 20 feet away, and I'll just make sure he's safe.
Seems fine.
I'm fine.
I know.
Really.
I'll just stay in guard.
Hara,
Yeah.
are we good people?
Sometimes.
Can we atone for what we've done?
Yes.
This journey isn't getting any easier.
It's only gonna get more difficult. I'll move closer and sit down.
Did she turn to gold?
Yes. We tried to lay her out so she would at least not, so she looks better when she's laying down or whatever. More at peace.
Clouds going anymore?
Still very slow, very gradual, but they're continuing to recede.
I'm sorry.
I'm more sorry for all the people here. I'm sorry for Skadi, for Sproigins. Everyone has to endure so much for the things or people that they love. And in the end, we never quite get what we want, do we? Even
No.
when we make deals.
Deals are a tricky thing. You never really trust a deal. But we do what we can. And even if we don't get what we want, sometimes we get what we need. In this case, it might not be what we need, but she chose this, didn't she?
That's what she says, but the
I mean-
line between being forced and choosing are sometimes blurred. I don't know, but I know that we have to do more.
Yes.
We all have something to fight for. And I need to, having finally got back to her, not be for no reason.
Well, and I look up at the clouds. It seems like it's not no reason. It looks like it's becoming the Gloryfell.
And I hope it is. But this place is not protected, nor is any place protected if deals such as the one I made can still be done.
Then let's go.
Viscero must go.
Let's go find him and kill him.
Perhaps you could bring the group to me. I just don't feel like going back into the courtyard.
Okay. And I look back. Is Sproigins still unconscious?
Oh yeah.
Just exhausted. Clearly had a very hard day and then finished it with something extremely taxing. So his eyes are awake and open at times, but he's on the very much like, Sproigins, I'm awake kind
Just-
of level at this point in time.
Try to wave them over.
Okay.
I'm good on the grass.
I'll
It's like being drunk, fall asleep in the bathroom, and it's super comfortable with your head like up against
Yeah,
the like bathtub.
Sproigins,
Just a Taco Bell burrito on your chest still.
I think we should be together right now.
Yep.
Can you bring him? Yep, grab him and just kind of bring him over to Walker. Don't hurt him, but I am telling you to grab a person and bring him to Walker.
So you feel this like grip crunch and this oddly sort of snoutish puff of air next to you. And then you just sort of feel your body getting dragged.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, Sproigins is here for it. So it's using all 8 legs. You're just getting slowly tugged.
2 resurrections in 3 days will do that.
So eventually, including Sproigins' kind of occasional half-conscious form, you all find yourselves congregated near where Walker crouched and found his resting point at the edge of the courtyard.
This is it, guys. I'm still kind of, I don't know. It's all this time. I mean, all that you sacrificed to help me.
Kind of lifts him up. And just kind of drops you.
I'm,
Power nap.
I'm good.
going to have to ask you all for more. And I get the feeling that our paths have been intertwined now for a while, but I'd like us to... I'd like you to help me on the next adventure.
I mean,
yes, but what do you mean?
Well, I still have some rights, some wrongs. Charisma. I need to right.
Okay.
I need to do these things. I thought getting to this point was the end, but I've lost my sister. I've lost my father.
Hold on.
Just like
Just
you
wait,
have
Sproigins. I'll
lost
explain later.
your father. What? What?
No, she
I'll explain later. Keep going.
Oh, what?
you lost your sister. What do you mean?
She died.
She died. Joe.
I don't don't think your magic's was powerful enough.
That's bullshit.
His magic did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Whatever.
It's a high deception.
I'll explain later. Continue.
What does everyone need?
Chicken.
That's one vote.
I need some sleep.
That's one vote.
I need sleep.
And we just
If
woke
you're
up a
talking
few
about-
hours ago, but alright.
It's like
I feel like
4 hours
trash.
to fly there.
It was like 2, alright?
That's
Whatever.
a few hours.
It's a few hours.
We also, battled the undead, horrible curse that was your sister in that time.
Oh, Skadi's dad was out there too.
Oh, and you're still all messed up.
Total shit show we are.
Yep. We need to rest. We need to regroup.
Yeah,
We need to find out where the next pillar is. And then we need to go and hunt down Vesero. And somewhere along the line, hopefully find out how to at least slow this down.
I think we should head for your father. Your real father.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know any other one other than. Who's going to be leading the people here?
Well, it certainly won't be me. Which, by the way, that's probably part 2 that we need to talk about. I'm going to tell them tomorrow.
Okay.
And I don't know if we'll be attacked or run out of town. I don't know. So,
Well, let's sleep first.
yeah.
So,
If we sleep, I can get us out of here real quick. So
Okay, well, I just wanted to prepare all of you that I'm not even aware of all the parts to the deal, but I'm going to tell them.
Maybe there's another big ass diamond in this castle.
no, I looked.
well, we looked in a certain area.
For who?
For your cousin.
We can't take her with us.
She was
Material
she was
plan.
still
Why?
glittering golding? No.
It had
Because-
stopped.
They think that if they're brought to any other plane, their age will catch up with them. That's what Barandel has said. If we bring her to the material plane, she might turn to dust and age all at once.
I don't remember that conversation, but that's
That's
very useful. Very useful information.
I'm the only one that listens to people.
I mean, Walker's not.
I mean, Walker talks to other people, just doesn't communicate any of his findings to the group. So
Gotcha.
I'm a real quick cast locate object. Is there another diamond anywhere within 1,000 feet of me?
you do not get a
Yeah,
pin
there's
in
no
their
diamond.
registry, unfortunately.
There's no diamond.
And it has to be a single diamond worth 1,000.
Yeah.
It's not like a lot of little diamonds.
Mm-mm.
Bummer.
I mean, you still have it. It just doesn't have a diamond.
Okay.
The crown?
Yeah, it consumed the diamond, but the crown itself still functions.
Oh, these people are gonna be so pissed.
I mean, the king's still here.
Did you want to try doing anything to the people? Are the
Be the
bodies
king.
that we lined up turning gold?
Some of them have now, yeah.
Well, I'd say you're doing a damn fine job as king. Might not seem like it to you, but
I think Badir fucked up some, but Walker's doing pretty alright.
Walker's doing better than any other version of Walker had. I'd say that's pretty damn good.
Just because I have all of you. Including us.
Oh, he's included. So
Did you
much
hear that?
What is he eating?
Taking Sproigins up again.
Just like on
Just
He's
spit
just
it.
fucking burning.
Yeah, no different. Not even recognizing you're awake. Well, I mean, even if you were awake, just
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just like,
He's so handsome.
I'm gonna guess you don't have the mansion.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
I don't have shit.
Okay.
You
If
should
you
let
want,
them, they
if
can
you
go.
want, I can identify that bead,
Oh yeah.
Please
and then I'm
do.
gonna go to sleep.
Oh okay.
Give me the bead.
Could you? Never mind.
What?
I mean, it's just right here in my hand.
Could you identify Advara's armor?
As a
As
ritual.
well. It'd be second.
Right.
Yes, I have exactly 2 open slots. Total. Alright. Alright. Identify the bead.
Okay. Bead is revealed to be Advara's attunement stone. Seems as if the arcane tether was connected to specific objects of some kind.
The arcane tether?
This is what she used to conjure her weapons.
Oh. Cool beans.
Does that mean we don't have the pillar?
Maybe that's the pillar?
If we left
Where's her armor?
without the pillar,
Maybe her.
I put out all the stuff I took off of her and just sit down and be like,
Alright,
I'm
what?
kind of hoping this isn't the pillar
Which-
because that would be
how-
hilarious.
What are the stuff? It's her armor and what?
I don't know. I took everything off of her but her Under Armour.
Yeah, so she had a set of pauldrons she was wearing, she had boots on, then she had the large bone armor that she was wearing that
Oh.
was...
Maybe it's Dong Fang.
Pick one.
Bone.
Okay, identify the bone. Alright.
Couldn't help but sneak it.
Wow, Pillar of Life.
Oh, weird.
Fucking neat. Check it out. This armor is made from the bones of the deity T-Rock. T-Rock.
Turok?
Turok.
You wanna shoot some
Mhm.
dinosaurs?
Yeah, and it's very comfortable despite its appearance. Your AC is 17 plus X, which is maybe,
Dex.
maybe. Who knows? While warned, your health is increased by your AC total. Fuck. You roll max results when consuming health potions. Your Constitution score becomes 15. If your Con score is already 15 or higher, this feature has no effect. Fuck. Boosh.
Would anybody mind if I wore this for a little while?
Don't give a fuck.
Is that okay? Are you sure?
Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah, you left the Pillar of War upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it's still there.
Yeah.
What?
We should probably go check on that.
Alright. Yes, to the room.
Hey, bud, real quick.
Huh?
I want to climb on.
Bites Sproigins' leather armor.
bumping up the stairs.
What's that, bud?
Oh, I mean, I'm strong, but I don't have to just carry everything. It's just stupid. Just because he's tiny and weak and can't even walk himself. It's stupid. Yeah, whatever.
Do you want Mom to get off you?
I want some chicken is what I want. Can I have some chicken?
Sproigins can't make any chicken right now.
Of course, boy, you can't make any chicken.
I have some fruit.
Is this where we're supposed to go?
We'll have chicken in for breakfast, okay?
We'll have chicken for breakfast. Just very disgruntled at the moment. However, as you guys approach the front stairs of the keep and open up the door, you see Durazo as well as a number of guards sort of waiting, shield and swords at the ready. Is all well?
Come and see.
It's done. The Gloryfell will return.
You see him kind of take a step outside. Looks up for a moment, like starts taking his helmet off.
Advara has fallen. For good.
Men, prep a placement for the garden. We retire royalty tonight. We will see that preparations are made, my king.
Thank you.
And you see at that point his shield just drop out of his hand and he's like startled. On the ready! And you see them walk out into the courtyard and the door shuts behind them.
Is there anyone else? Or are they all?
Not in the hallway, no.
Why?
Are we all just going to bed? They said that we're going to prepare her. Are we going to have a funeral? Are we going to have a feast? Or what's happening?
I'm
Don't
still
go to sleep. You can
getting,
pass.
I'm still
Pass on
growing
all that.
to the customs here, but I'd imagine if
Then-
you guys wanted to come hang out in my room, they would come get us when it's time.
Deal.
And we could also just go check on the Pillar of War because we kind of need that. You know? Like super need that. Like
Yep.
won't be able to.
It's kind of important. I can't believe I forgot it. And I saw you change into your other armor, and I just let you leave it behind.
The
That's
majesty
strange,
of it all took you in.
Yeah.
You just couldn't.
There was just this armor that's on fire.
Shut
just
up,
sitting
you
there.
guys are fucking weird.
I was just about to say, aren't they like, the two of
Jesus
them are just so
Christ.
weird.
You guys are fucking related.
I mean, like, I kind of see you guys as siblings. Like, actual ones.
No, that's
No.
weird. No, you guys
Yeah,
act
you
like
two.
siblings.
Fine.
Hera, you take 2 points of poison damage.
Oh.
What the hell is that?
Also, it's fine. I want to start putting the armor on.
Okay.
As we move up. Do I get any of this?
Get any of what?
My health, that's just my health total is increased by the AC.
Yep, your max HP.
So I don't get any health wearing it. Oh, 1 second. Does anybody else have a health potion on them that they didn't give the guy?
No.
And I have the ointment.
I could get
No, that's okay.
Terry and see if he can.
No,
I don't trust anything that guy.
leave Terry.
Even though
Do
she
you have
said
a
that's okay, I'm
health-
going to start rubbing her with one more ointment.
Okay.
You're gonna
Oh.
be fine.
Just out in the courtyard.
Thanks. That's very nice of you.
All over her face.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for the ointment.
She gets 6, which turns into...
You do heal for 1 point.
I mean, I rolled really bad.
Thank you. I feel much better.
Like 50% better.
Yeah.
Not total, but then you did.
Yeah. Do you have any healing spells left?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know.
And I'm going to cast Healing Word at 4th level.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your heals. What are the rest of you guys doing here?
Starting to make the way towards the room.
I am at the mercy of Is's
He's walking behind Walker, so
Yeah.
eventually you guys are finding your way there.
Wow, just shitty rolls. 15.
15. You heal 1 more point.
That's great.
I'm going to do it again.
Okay. So we'll say that eventually you guys make your way to the room and you walk in and do not see the Pillar of War. I'm kidding, it's there. It's sitting on the mannequin still, seemingly undisturbed.
Is my bow there?
It is.
Can I
22.
have-
Okay. 2 points of healing.
I'm up to 6, guys.
I don't know what that means.
I think I could maybe help you in the morning.
Let's just sleep.
You will survive till morning, right?
I'm totally good.
How
A
big is the bed?
plus.
King size bed.
Alright. Just put me in the bed. We'll all just sleep in the bed. He sounds sassy.
Make a strength check for Is, please.
Is this being sassy?
Oh, I get to actually use some S dice! For Is!
I mean, I was rolling them tonight, but like,
Ooh, you fall on the floor.
so he goes to,
It's not a nat 1,
And he
but
kinda
it's
like-
a 4.
yeah, he lets go a little early, side of the face,
Oh, I thought it
smashes
was a
on the
7.
bed
I was
frame,
like, how is that a
and
4?
you're just now laying down alongside the edge of the bed. Oh, so good.
Pat your head.
Oh,
Climb in.
What do you pat my head
so
for?
good. I know.
What is he so sad?
I don't know.
Is it because he didn't get chicken yet?
I mean, that's part of it. I'm sure of it.
Is it because he didn't get chicken yet?
Yeah.
And he's walking away, heading towards the sort of where the fireplace would be, except for there's no wood or fire that's been there forever. But he kind of just tucks his feet.
Oh,
in
I'm a building
together.
one. I'll build him a fire in the fireplace.
Okay. So he's lying there, and then recognizing you trying to build a fire, kind of scooches back to give you a little room, and is kind of just going back to his relaxed state.
I curl up in the top corner of the bed and pass out.
Okay.
Why? Why wouldn't you just like lay in the bed?
Back against the wall.
Because I curl up.
Yeah. I'm just gonna lay in the bed like a regular person.
I don't want to take
You're
up
still
much
on the
room.
floor. If you
Well,
must be okay.
I'll get up and
Begrudgingly
Yeah,
lay in the
just-
bed.
slump in there.
Okay.
I'm asleep next to us.
Okay. So you've got the weird, like, Brady Bunch one bed diagonal thing going on in your bed.
So like Bob's Burgers and
Yeah.
Karen's got the Tina thing going.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
And then Walker, what are you doing?
I mean, like, I'll snuggle, but I'm full on wearing armor.
I am going to de-armor. I'll put the Pillar of War back on.
Okay.
I'll just put all of Padir's stuff on the mannequin.
Okay. So the golden armor back. Set the crown up there and lay Glory's Edge back down in front where you grabbed it from.
That's it. I think overall rest is in order if I can get some.
Okay. So you all find yourselves in various states of in-bedness. Sproigins more in bed than anyone else, but also not in bed at all. Skadi and Is curled up around a fire, with Is shielding Skadi from most of the heat. Hara tucking herself in a small corner of a rather large bed, and Walker edging his way in to try and cut out a little bit of room to at least have enough sprawl to be comfortable. You all eventually find sleep, some of you faster than others, and are awoken the next morning, it seems, or after some time, by a very loud pounding on the door.
Did we get a benefit of a long rest?
I will go
Yes.
to the door.
Did I get a benefit of a long rest?
Yes.
So I can roll my hit dice?
Yes, but before you do,
You actually died in your sleep.
you take 3 poison damage.
I would have liked to have been watching her on the extra time from not sleeping
Okay.
to see if it's getting any worse.
You are able to discern maybe over that long of a period of time. I'll just give you that you were able to discern that it was definitely something that was continuing to affect her and continue to grow worse.
Okay.
There wasn't any necessarily telltale signs, but if you're going to dedicate that time to it, I'll say make a medicine check.
Where the fuck is medicine? So that's -1 now. So that'll be a 14.
14. Not much different than what Skadi kind of had already expressed to the group. Some arcane element mixed with a poison that was infecting her. It's definitely expanding its hold of her system, it seems, but
I would like to cast Lesser Restoration.
okay. Which is going to town on hit dice, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Feels like I haven't needed to do. I roll 1d8 for every
Level.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going crazy.
No.
Usually I don't have to.
Yeah, you're good.
Like, yeah.
I think I have one more. Is any difference on that one?
You do not see a noticeable difference for that. What is everyone else doing?
Hang on, I'm
Rolling
gonna
hit
do something-
dice. like-
Yeah.
Well, we'll get there in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to prepare any different spell before I wake, or not before I wake
Okay.
up, but
And you said you are answering the door?
Yeah, but I want to do one more thing on Hera.
Okay.
I would like to cast Remove Curse.
Okay. So as you cast the spell, focusing on her face, and you see her sort of curled, huddled up form kind of going through these wincing waves as she lies there sleeping, you see the black veins begin to recede from her face with the normal skin tone returning. Feel pretty accomplished. And then after about 15 seconds, you see it aggressively just crawl back up and almost seemingly, maybe slightly even further along.
So I get the sense that more powerful magic would be needed.
You get the sense that maybe this magic does have the impact of correcting whatever might be going on here, but at whatever scale it's affecting her, you don't seem to have applied the appropriate means or power to try and work through that.
Okay.
Do I have to tell you what I rolled to see if it doesn't work?
Yeah, I need to know how much you healed.
83.
You heal 8 points.
It's like 1 every 10. When does the knock come? Because I take 6 hours only.
Mm-hmm.
So would it have come after the? Would I have time to take a short rest after I wake up to?
After you take a long rest, you
Well,
want to take a short rest?
I want to attune to the.
You can do that over the course of a long rest as well.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Heal on Hera.
Okay.
Even if nothing else works on it, to give her a good chunk of hit points
Okay.
for her.
What do I have to do to attune to the pillars?
So cast and roll it. You have to make 4 attunement rolls.
And what do I have to roll?
Wisdom. Make a wisdom check.
Can I have the pillar and my bow back?
4 successes. Did I take them?
I gave them to you.
But did I take them?
The DM taketh away.
Right?
Hey.
21.
I'm sorry. About
21.
Your sister.
There's a Pillar of War and Wild Heart.
Is that a succeed?
It is.
And then what about Heal?
I appreciate that.
What is 60?
70 hit points.
70. So you
It
do-
also ends blindness, which she doesn't have, but deafness and any diseases affecting the target.
Correct. You can take 7 more hit points.
Thank you.
We'll get a diamond and we'll bring the Lindsay back.
I don't think that's possible, Sproigins.
Why?
Because it appears to me, more so now than ever, that sacrifices are going to be required.
Yeah.
And Delenzia, Advara,
Barrendale.
Berendel,
Before that came with us. Everybody knows what they were.
Skadi's father,
Well, the 3.
Is alive.
No, the 4. Yeah.
possibly Hera's father,
My
your father.
Totally alive.
My father, you, me, Hera, Skadi.
We will have to accept that we can't save everyone.
Right, I accept that, but I don't accept not trying. So I would like to try. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But I would like to try to bring Delenzia back. I don't want to accept that she's gone if we don't try.
I mean, if you have the ability,
Yeah,
I
I just need a fucking diamond.
don't think it's going to happen.
What are you doing?
I'm emptying out the bag of holding.
Okay.
Do you want me to try, or do you want to let her pass?
Do you need another diamond?
Yeah,
We don't have any.
I know, but we can do things to try to stave off her passing until we can get a diamond.
I mean, maybe this is all moot and we can just go check the courtyard and see if she's still turning.
Well, yeah, we can do that, but
If
other than that,
she's-
Skadi can take us right back to Crendon.
If she's already gold, then...
Well, yeah, if she's already gold, then that's what it is.
Yeah.
But if she's not, Skadi can take us to Crendon, bring us right back. Just take some of those platinum bars, go buy a diamond, come right back and save your cousin.
But perhaps the smarter move would be to get to Vestro as quickly as possible. Hear me out.
We don't-
Hear me out.
Okay? You're asleep.
No. Oh. This is all happening while I'm asleep still?
Yeah, I only take 6 hours.
Doing this would require more time, more resources, all of those things, all the while Vestro is still out there making the same deals,
That he's
That's-
been doing for thousands of years.
and I would only be trying to bring her back for selfish means. Do you see
Yes,
what I'm getting at here?
yes.
I've
And you
done
have
this
a-
before. I
I
can't
know.
continue to make the wrong
I know.
decision.
Did I wake them up?
Can
I
be
mean, I would
awake?
say their passive perception, both of them actually, because they both have super high passives.
Yeah.
It's not selfish. It's actually super unselfish.
How long
bringing
have you
her
been
back.
awake?
I mean, like, y'all aren't quiet. I don't feel all that good. This bone
You look
armor
like
is
shit.
really not comfortable being worn asleep. I thought
Yeah,
it would
It
help.
looks fucking sweet.
I know.
Yeah,
Anyways.
you have a group of people out there waiting for you to tell them what it is that's going on, and we're gonna leave.
Who's that guy that was all, oh, and then went out to the courtyard and then like,
There's all?
that guy. Why can't he be in charge?
Yeah, Darizel's a good dude.
Well, they're going to, I imagine, make that choice for themselves because they're not.
They don't.
going-
They were without a king for 2,000 years.
And I'm going to tell them, and they're not going to want me here anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. Darizo can take over.
That's
Yeah.
not.
They have to have some idea that you were a part of all of this nonsense. Padir left with a bunch of people. He vanished. Crazy Advara came up. Like, it's...
It's pretty easy to see.
And the fact that Padir was, like, super obsessive about saving her. Like, was trying everything to save her, and then here she is, and he's gone.
Yeah, but
They have to
could
know that
just
you
think
did
it's the
something.
glorious king. And now the glorious king has stopped it. I'm going to tell them.
Yeah,
you
but
should.
I'm not saying don't tell them. You should tell them. They have a right to know, but I don't think they're going to just abandon you because of it.
Well, even if they do, we just have to be all together and we can out of here. So,
But we are going to bring back your cousin. If not now, sometime soon, because we can't leave this place, take away all of their leadership. Yeah, bring it back. We don't even know what his rank is. He could be like a super lower end soldier guy. They might
Hey.
they have a whole whatever. It doesn't
Jeff
matter.
was nobody, and then he became something.
Who's
Yeah,
Jeff?
and then he died.
Jake's brother, cousin of Joshua.
I don't
Jake
know.
from State Farm. Okay, well you took your
It
king
might
shit off,
not-
so you're not bossing anybody around.
We
Okay.
can at least try. If the fates deem it so, then it won't be a thing. But if it is, at least we tried. And at least we tried to leave things better than as we would leave them right now.
We're already leaving things better than they were.
But I mean, not trying.
But what is
I mean, it's actually worse since we've been
what
here,
is
but
bringing
that's
her
fine.
back do?
it gives them a leader, someone who
Gives
can
you your
give
cousin
them hope.
back.
Someone in the bloodline.
Yeah. She's been around for thousands of years and she knows shit. And she's a badass warrior. She can help protect them and help them rebuild.
But protect them from what now?
No, there's always dangers, as you've seen.
Vestro's
There's
not
always
dead.
danger.
No, that's
They were
true.
attacked by other things. Just because Gloryfell is coming back doesn't mean that the hordes are gone.
She also has the most personality about anybody in
And I
this
just
fucking.
really like her. She's so snarky.
She's cool.
If I wasn't like part demon, we totally could have been BFFs.
Yeah, let me bring her back because she's cool.
I,
Much cooler than you, and I brought you back.
Why don't you want to?
well, how long have you been listening?
I don't even
For
know.
4 minutes
But I
now.
can
Yeah.
assume.
This is a relatively short, few-minute conversation you've been having, so.
So if we do all this, as I said before, we're doing this for me, for.
No, we're doing it for your people.
And we're doing it for her.
But why would they
Right.
want her? She's part of my family.
Right.
She's part of the reason that all of this happened.
Only like
She's
in
not
a
any of the
sideways
reason.
kind of way. She's a cousin, first off, and they need to have somebody. An entire people who follow some sort of kingliness isn't going to just be like, oh, well, screw the entire bloodline. Like, they need something to follow. They need some sort
They
of
waited
hope.
2,000 years for one of you motherfuckers to come back.
Yeah, but she was always here.
Hammer at Bara.
Delenzia.
I know.
But they've been
didn't-
waiting for one of these two
Right.
to come back. And to now just leave them.
Maybe she
again?
didn't want it. Maybe it was brought up and maybe she didn't want it. But if they knew that Padir was still out there, they weren't going to give it to anybody else. But if Padir hands it down,
They didn't
just like your
know
dad handed
what
it down to
Padir
you.
did.
Okay. So put your shit on and tell them. And let's get the fuck out of here and go get a diamond and come back and rescue your cousin. I can bring your cousin back. And that'll be 3 people in this plane that I brought back. So I'm a fucking god.
I mean, don't get too carried away or else it's not going
I'm
to
not
work.
gonna. Look at this facial hair.
I mean, it does look like a butterfly.
I know. All praise to Shinar.
I'd like to thank Shinar. She really gave me the extra oomph today.
You know? I'd like to thank
Well-
my Lord and Savior Shinar.
I guess we should start off with seeing how they react.
Alright. Well,
Because I should tell them.
alright, well, if I gotta,
Can we start with something else?
Finishing up my sleep.
I would like to let you, as the DM, know that I would like to load Disintegrate back into the loot.
Okay. Expend both spell slots for that.
Yeah.
Disintegrate is noted as being loaded into the loot.
What the heck am I supposed to do with the people in Issa's house?
Oh, shit, you gotta
Yeah,
spit them out.
I was thinking about that. We just had other priorities.
I
and
know,
we
but they've
totally
just been
forgot.
sitting in there, and like Buddy
Well,
probably wants to be able to go back in.
The
'cause it's
cage
nice
is
and
down
warm.
now, so like there's probably room for him. I mean, that takes up a lot of room. So
We just need to bump them out somewhere nice with the rest of the
mean,
golden
Just go do it
people.
in the courtyard.
Just like leave Delenzia's dead body in the courtyard.
We can't bring it with us. We don't know
Maybe
what.
it's gold now. Spit it out under the glory spark and see if it turns gold.
I mean,
And
like,
maybe it doesn't because he turned zombie.
well, like Baron. I'm just gonna walk downstairs.
Okay.
I'm going back to sleep and finishing up my 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume maybe the knock would come at some point.
Yeah, so we'll say then you head downstairs. What are you doing for the process of this?
Well, I'm gonna have.
This would take away your benefits of a short rest if you want, or a long rest if you want.
Never mind. I'm gonna go back to bed.
Okay. All right, so the knock then does come after you have so rudely waken up your party mates,
Sorry about
loud
that
talkers.
excursion.
But you are awakened to a all of you. Well, I guess just you two awoken to that.
I'll go up to the door and open it, not say come in.
Okay, so you open the door and there is Durazo with a contingent of 4 guards behind him. My king, we are ready whenever you are.
Just one moment.
Like to make sure that we can place her before the new day.
Do you want to?
Take your time. And he kind of turns around and walks away.
I think
Is everyone awake now? Is that the end?
Yeah.
Play? Okay.
Yeah, they were woken by the
I
knocking.
think you should king up for this. If you're gonna deliver the news and help do whatever this is for your sister.
King.
I mean, if you're not gonna leave all the king stuff here, are you? I mean, like I could wear it.
You could, huh?
I mean, it would fit.
Yeah. Do you
I
want?
mean, if you're not gonna wear it,
Do you want to go down there as me in it?
I mean, I could.
Can you change me? This
could-
isn't.
could
gonna
I can change you.
Change you into a giant ape.
No, I can.
No, this isn't really a thing.
Okay.
That's not. I'm not doing.
It's
it.
up to you. I think it would be cool for you to king it up, but maybe it makes your point a little bit more if you're not. I think maybe it makes your point if you're not.
What do you think?
I think you should go down as you are.
What do you think,
Be
Skadi?
who you are.
I think you should be you, but I think that we should figure out what to do with Delancey and Berendell and the other 4 people in my necklace before.
Lindsay is already outside, not in her necklace.
That's true. Everyone else, we need to figure out what to do with them. I want to put Bud in the necklace.
Just put them in the courtyard.
Or find out if there is a spot
Or
that's
if-
supposed to be
Perhaps,
for.
yeah. Perhaps they've moved them. I'm not sure.
I just would like
Go-
to do
go
all.
in the necklace and see if Berendell's turned gold. You might have 5 statues to spit out. into
Faltar.
Okay, so you go in there. The guards that you originally went in with that were already gold are still very much gold. And at this point in time, you can see the vast majority of Berendell is now also coated in a golden sheen.
Anyway, I'm going to wait like 15 seconds and I'll Faltor him out.
Okay.
Okay, he's starting to change.
Okay, so you want me to put these guys in the courtyard? Because whatever you're going to do, one, as I've always been, I'm behind you. Both physically and emotionally and mentally. But I want to get these guys out and get Is in because if we need to make a quick getaway based on whatever you choose to do with your people, I don't want to steal these people with us. I want to be able to leave them in the glory. And Farah did not write the story. We have saved the glory.
Changed it up. I dig it.
Okay.
Okay, also not to be a dick, but I want that crown of Berendell's.
I don't have it.
I know.
Do you? Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
Is
I want
that
it.
made out of diamond?
It's made out of a shitload of diamonds. I want to get it. I want it.
I'm
I would
just
like
saying.
to know where it is if it's within 1,000 feet of me.
The locate object.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it's not.
Okay, well, he didn't have it on him because didn't you look?
Yeah.
And it's not within, I don't know where his room is, but it's not within,
I'll.
it's not close.
Okay.
Just ask your guy for it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you want me to?
I'll.
It's kind of a dick thing, right?
Yeah, no, he should do it.
I mean,
No, I mean like it's a dick thing that I am asking him.
well,
I'm
I
sorry,
don't know what
Walker,
it's made out of, but if it's made out of a shit ton of diamonds, can't you use that to do the burn?
No, it's a shitload of diamonds. You need 1 diamond, unless every diamond
So-
is
It's a
worth
diamond.
a lot of money.
Here's the thing. If we could just stop talking about diamonds and things like that for just the morning, I would appreciate that.
After you, my king.
Alright.
I do have a question. Who can do greater restoration?
I don't know.
It requires.
I don't
it
know.
requires
Diamond
something
dust.
very specific.
What does it require?
Something that I'm not going to say.
No,
I know what it
cannot
requires.
cast that.
She knows what it requires.
Apparently something very specific that I
I
already
know.
said, but I'm not gonna say.
I know what it requires because we were looking for it forever to help
Uh-huh.
you, and it's diamond dust.
Don't say that word.
Oh, I have diamond dust.
Shenanigans.
Would diamond dust be in a paladin component pouch?
Nope. It's third level or lower. Component pouches will only include the consumables for third level or lower spells.
Well, I have a shit ton of diamonds.
What do you mean you have a shit ton of diamonds?
I'm gonna go into the bag of holding and pull them out.
Where the fuck did you get those from?
I've had these for like the longest time. I've also got jet, citrine.
I don't give a fuck about those.
It's just they're all tiny.
What is even a jet?
It's this.
It's a black gemstone.
Oh.
But they're not worth a lot individually.
Alright, well,
That's all.
maybe put those in a different bag.
No, bag of holding. Everything goes in the bag of, actually. I'm gonna start taking everything out of the bag
No,
of
no,
holding.
we're going somewhere.
What is it you guys would like to do?
I'm grabbing the armor and the sword off the mannequin and I'm walking out.
Okay.
I will urge you guys to come along so we can follow.
I really want to do this though.
Okay. I'm grab Is
Mm-hmm.
and have him walk down to the courtyard with me
Okay.
so I can.
Well, before you even get to the courtyard, you all walk out and see the contingent of guards sort of standing there, again waiting for you all. Are you prepared, my king?
I'll just like have it like kind of in my arms. I'm ready. Lead the way.
As you wish. And you see Durazo turn, walk through the flanking guards, and they begin heading down the hallway, eventually winding down the stairs. And then instead of heading out to the main courtyard, you see them walk deeper into the keep, eventually transitioning and turning into a darker hallway that seems to be made more of stone, that is rudimentary in nature. Seems older, more basic, doesn't quite have the flush finish of the polished marble that was protected under the glory spark. And then you continue to travel down a staircase that, as soon as the light seems to dip out, at least for those among you that... So as soon as Skadi is about to lose the ability to see, torchlights are illuminated along the walkway. And you now see that the hallway cutout is now turned into more of a cave type of formation.
So I can see?
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot you're the only person who can't see in the dark.
Including Is. So if
Durazo takes...
I couldn't see, I was
Yeah.
gonna put a hand on him.
Durazo takes one of the torches off of a sconce and begins leading the guards. It's dimly lit. It's not super clear, and a lot of the flame is sort of dancing off the jagged edges of the walls in this relatively narrow space, but eventually you move forward and the light becomes much brighter. The light is bouncing all around you, and you actually emerge into this opening in this cave-like structure to see that there is kind of the terracotta army-style collection of golden statues. And you see a number of golden statues that appear to be sitting on thrones, resting in a sleeping pose to a certain extent. A number of others seem to be frozen in fight, but slightly off kilter. There's various states of dress, and they're all almost staged as part of this like topiary display of individual moments, and kind of sectioned off by quadrants of 5 feet for these showcases, followed by another one that takes up maybe 10 feet of its own space, followed by several others in a row that are next to each other in frozen gold.
Do we get the impression that these are all kings, or just they are all warriors?
You don't really know. There seem to be some that are wearing adornments that might be consistent with some kind of royalty in station, but unfamiliar with the locale circumstances, especially with what the Gloryfell was before. There seems to be a certain mix. It's not simply just royalty, you can probably tell, but it's also not just anyone. It's difficult to discern, but there's a collection of various sort of states and styles of individuals here. The contingent of guards continue to walk forward in front of you, Durazo leading the charge with a torch until you are brought to what appears to be sort of the edge of the cleared walkway through this garden of golden statues. And there is a long stretch of like crystal blue clear water. And on the other side of what is this cave sort of cutout hallway appears to be another ledge that disappears into a hallway. Are you prepared, my king?
Yes.
The guards turn back, begin taking steps, and walking on what appears to be almost this invisible plane about 6 inches above the water. They walk across this vast expanse. After about 30 or so feet entering the hallway, and as you all look down, you don't see or feel anything below your feet but this sort of very rigid but still pillowy cushion of air that is holding you in place. And you move forward, following still, almost the surprising sort of sheen of this cerulean blue water sort of dancing below you. You turn a corner, and there you see 4 large chairs, seemingly carved from some kind of exotic rock, flecked with like a jadish green and some earthy browns, and they're very natural in their makeup, but clearly very well crafted. And in each one, you see a golden figure seated, arms all in the exact same position, all looking forward, all adorning what appear to be, at least in a very obvious or meant to be apparent sort of way, some kind of royal vestments. My king, would you like to help? And he kind of gestures down in front of the chairs. And of the 2 that remain empty at the moment, Edvar's stretched out body, laid into position, is laid out in gold among them.
Yes. Yes, I would.
Would you care to choose your additional escorts, or would you like me to assist you, my king? I'm not overly familiar with this process, but I've seen it done. I can fetch the Arcanist if you would prefer.
You guys want to help me?
I'm gonna walk over and already start like, what do I do? I'm gonna do it.
Drazo, could you guide us?
I will try my best. I believe it is simple enough. And you all kind of just very gently put hands underneath and lift up her form. Made of gold, she actually feels very manageable. Clearly not her normal body weight. Clearly not her normal size, but made of pure gold. She is probably about 50 pounds total, and it's difficult to gauge as many people are sort of handling and assisting, so the load is spread across a wider area. But eventually, you all pick her up, and her body is sort of rigid in your hands. Next to your father.
Yes.
And kind of are escorted Ouija board style as he like starts leading the pace of a very slow and methodical walk across this small expanse where she was prepared towards the throne area. He begins to stand her up, and she's there, sort of tippy-toed, hands still across her chest, standing in place. And he kind of goes down to her ankles and pushes her closer to the throne until her heel just barely touches. And you see the form turn into this liquid, sort of rubbery type, golden body. And from her head, the wounds now closed, the form itself creates this liquid spike that drives out of several places of her head that coalesce around to create a small crown that eventually solidifies in place. And as her form clearly locks up, you see the stone carvings just on the very edge of this throne that was made for her begin to crumble and crush just slightly as her form completely locks in. Durazo just sort of takes a knee and... My queen.
Also,
I think we'll all follow suit.
I will give you a moment.
If we have other gold people, what should I do with them?
We will place them where they belong.
Where should I put them now?
You have gold people now? Perhaps you should take a moment and we will address that.
Okay.
And him and the rest of the guards continue to step away and seemingly disappear, leaving the two torches on either side of the wall to illuminate the room.
I can't tell them.
then don't. Sometimes you have to live with secrets.
I think this would be far more crushing to them.
Is this a secret that will destroy you in the end?
I just wish I could take it all back.
Yeah, I think we all have that.
I think you need to remember, though, Walker, that while you are Padir, Walker didn't do this. Padir did. And there's no way for you to be able to go back and undo it.
So let's move forward and do what we can to make up for it.
What do I do for them?
Appoint a leader.
Kill Vesero.
Yeah.
Continue to give them hope.
What does my father look like?
He's an elf. He is tall. He looks...
Is it the same image from the graveyard, or is it different from the... Okay.
No, it's the same image.
Okay.
Can I get a good picture of what he would have looked like?
I mean, it's a completely solid gold form that maybe loses some nuance to the features, but you can take note of it, sure.
I didn't see him in any visions. Looking at the huge statue that was destroyed
Mm-hmm.
and the gold, would I be able to get a better sense of what?
Most of the statue was destroyed or submerged, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Did Walker start turning gold at any point when he died?
Oh.
Well,
Alright, well,
I
I'm gonna.
guess
I'm
I'll
gonna-
be in one of those seats soon.
No.
I hope
What do you
so.
mean soon?
I hope
Yeah,
so.
but no, you're not
Gonna-
dying soon.
Just say goodbye to your sister. I'm gonna walk out. Not in a grumpy way, but just,
I'm a follow Sproigins.
I'm gonna touch Edvar's hand and then follow suit.
What are you doing?
I'll take a second and just kind of examining. I think I'll kind of shy away from Edvara though, and sit down in my seat. And then I'll stand up and start derobing and re-robing. And walk out.
With Edvara sitting there on her new place of eternal rest, seemingly having found peace at home in the catacombs of the Golden Keep. Walker coming to terms with the choices he's made, and the group doing their best to move forward from there. We will leave it this week. Thank you so much to everyone who hung with us. Thank you guys. Great job tonight. A lot of weird things going on, but
yeah, good job, Deej.
some craziness.
Yeah.
Well done, though. To do a quick go forward, as it were, we will be here again 1 week from today. This upcoming Friday, we will be playing Dungeons and Dragons again. However, also on Wednesday, I got to break that pattern that was super jarring for me. But we will be playing, we'll be streaming some gaming going forward, and I think we're starting basically because we're all super pumped about the new Fallout that is being released.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, already on Wednesday,
Yeah,
right?
super quick year. Anyway, so we'll be there. Otherwise, please make sure you're sharing. Please make sure you're following. Please make sure you're subscribing. Please make sure you're doing all the things that people ask you to do, and you're like, blah, blah, blah. But it's like most of those you can do with a click. So the ones that you can do with a click, make sure you knock out for sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we will see you next week. And until we see you next time, party on.
Yeah.
Bye,
Be good to your fellow humans.
Bye.
Bye.